Hey, stupid. I have depression, you dumb fuck. I actually have it. I know what it feels like, alright? So, if you disappeared today, no one would care. I have depression. I know what it feels like. I actually have it, you dumb fuck. I know what it feels like. Back fuck. Slow day, all day, I'm depressed. Record low views, thumbs down, I'm depressed. I have depression. I have depression. Will Taylor, I'm drinking and I'm thinking, but I have this nagging in the back of my head that's telling me you're a loser. You have no power over anyone on this planet.
How can you kill a god?
Hey, stupid. I have depression. I know what it feels like. I actually have it, you dumb fuck. I know what it feels like. Slow day, all day, I'm depressed. Record low views, thumbs down, I'm depressed. I have depression. I have depression. I have depression. I know what it feels like. I actually have it, you dumb fuck. I know what it feels like. Slow day, all day, I'm depressed. Record low views, thumbs down, I'm depressed. I have depression. I have depression. Fuck, you stupid loser. You think you know anything about anything in real fucking life. You know nothing. Meerkat Mom. Darcy DeField cheered again. Are you insecure about your marriage? Fuck no. If you're so immature to understand that I don't want to do romance missions in games because I have tons of real life romance, not fantasy romance in games, you think it's because I'm insecure in my marriage? You're an idiot, and you're the immature one.
I think one of the things that would hurt Phil the most is if he suddenly didn't have a wife anymore.
I am not separated from my wife. She is home right now. You're a moron.
My marriage is good. My marriage is good. My marriage is good.
How is my marriage? My marriage is good. We stay home. We order food. I troll. Speculate. Let me set the record straight. Cat is downstairs crying. When I masturbate, leave my wife out of it. She's beating demons in the closet. She won't come on stream. Trolls keep asking. My wife, Cat, she's full of salt.
There's a sick motherfucker on the internet called Tevin. It's Tevin's fault.
It's absolutely true. What I'm telling you, big things are happening behind the scenes. What is up, Tyrone? How are you? We had gone out of our way to celebrate Valentine's Day. We made the decision together, you see, to not go to the dinner. So basically, the day was disappointing compared to what we had imagined it to be. It sucks. You don't want to know what's up here. Shit that will scare you for life. Seriously. Bad, 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 bad. And that's why I don't talk about it.
Cat, you need to get out now. That place is toxic.
My mother said to me, I want you to go on a honeymoon, and I'll pay for the flight and the hotel room. I was like, that's great. It's a no-go. You know, that's money I need to pay my bills. How much do you need to not get screwed over? I told her. She gave me the money.
My marriage is good. My marriage is good. My marriage is good.
Oh, Tyrone, it's going good. We stay home. We order food. I troll. Speculate. Let me set the record straight. Cat is downstairs crying. When I masturbate.
Addiction, bankruptcy, jail, back taxes, rehab, divorce.
Makes me spin in my chair. What about killing Seattle Air?
Another dollar tip came in from Tyrone. We need to hang out again.
So I guess what happened is this morning, my wife was doing stuff in the kitchen, getting ready to go to work, and she says her shirt got caught on the handle of the cabinet. So she walked back and it pulled and it yanked the whole fucking front of the cabinet apart. I go downstairs
and the vacuum cleaner is in the middle of the floor. I Did you ever find a restraining order? We're not fat. Did you ever find a restraining order?
Sounds good to me.
And I say, Cat, what's wrong? Oh, the vacuum cleaner broke. What? The motor must have gone because there was smoke.
It's a joke.
And all of a sudden she says, Phil, you gotta come in the back. We got a major problem. The shower valve broke. The tub is clogged. Probably got 8 years of dirt and it doesn't work.
So my wife can't work today. I was awoken to be told the car doesn't start. That's shocking.
I tested the car last night. All right? Sit down in the car, go to start it. It just won't start.
We're not fat. Did you ever find a restraining order? We're not fat. Did you ever find a restraining order? My marriage is good. My marriage is good.
Oh, Tyrone, it's going good. You stay home, you order food, I troll, speculate, I want. To set the record straight, Cat is downstairs, mine. When I masturbate,
Hello? Whoa, wrong one. Hello! welcome back to the Saturday morning Style Atlas stream where I'm ill-prepared today, I guess. Good lord, nothing open. Didn't even have the songs picked out till right before the stream. Tough day. Thank you all for being here. I really appreciate all of your time, of course. You don't have to be here. It's entirely willingly, and it's for that reason I appreciate it. And for the Atlas segment, before we even talk about the guy, I will tell you what I've been doing this week. I had some random itch, some random thought that I wanted to play a menagerie of sports games this week, but sports games in the modern day are actually terrible, no good, and very bad. So I totally got a real and authentic PlayStation 3 in a totally real and authentic bunch of PS3 titles, so that I could play a menagerie of sports games. And while I don't want to go too into specifics, what I will say is I have a huge problem with anybody that actually plays sports games where they want to win so bad that they start calling timeouts and committing fouls at the end to draw out the clock and to move the ball up and down the field or court a whole bunch. That's really fucking annoying. You could lose with some honor and decorum, please. You're actually wasting my fucking time. I don't care how bad you want to win. Is it worth your honor? But moving on from that, because aside from working, that's about all I did this week. Well, in chores and whatnot, but you don't want to hear about chores. Thank you to Poper Lives. Where is it? What tab? Thank you to Poper Lives 34 links 54 for the 19 months. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. 19 months is a lot of months. I really appreciate it. But with that, I think it is time to talk about the guy. Oh, you want a garden update? They're growing. That's about it. None of them are ripe yet, but it seems like just about everything I planted has got some sort of vegetable growing on it, though they're not ripe, so it's coming along nicely. The use of rainwater this year instead of out of the spigot has been a success with all of the rain we've been receiving. And yes, it is legal to collect rainwater here. I looked, okay? Fuck whatever you say about it drawing water from the environment. You can eat my shit. I'm like the guy, but
I'm a god. How can you kill a
thank you,
god?
Infamous KS, for the 13 months.
Innocence.
Saying let's get one vegetable opening instead of Poke Pack.
The sixth house and the tribe unmourned?
Are you asking me to plug my camera in and tear into a tomato right here on stream? Maybe when they're ripe. Maybe. Well, it would have to have like a weird goofy style setup, but I've done it before. Thank you, Canned Soup, for the 5 gifted. Big ups. I really appreciate it. I really, really appreciate it. It's probably time now for the thing you're all actually here for, which is not me and my shenanigans, but instead the guy. And of course, it wouldn't be a guy week without Pokemon. I know you're all very excited. I know you're loving it and you're liking this new arc. So there's a little bit of Pokemon talk today, and by a little bit, I mean a lot of bit. So here we go. Anybody that doesn't want Pokemon is kind of irrelevant at this point, and we're told as such because they don't support the fucking streams, okay? And that's what this first clip is you guys not supporting the streams.
DSP here, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Monday, the 22nd of June, 2026. Now, today there were some high highs and some low lows. I'm not going to lie. Some things I think went really, really well, and others sadly were disappointing. I'm going to tell you the honest truth from what I think, notably about the first stream and the gameplay of Resident Evil Code Veronica X. Allow me to explain what I mean. So,
allow me to explain what I mean.
You know, I've been doing a lot of stuff relating
26 seconds into the Daily Wrap, and he's already hit us with that. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, what I mean is
to Pokemon cards, right?
Insanity.
I've been unpacking them. I've been having, milestones on streams of support in order to unpack them. We've had games associated with them like TCG Card Shop Sim and the Pokemon playthroughs I'm doing. Now listen, as I'm explaining, I don't want my content to all be about Pokemon and cards and unpacking. I don't. That's why I'm trying.
He can say that as much as he'd like, but as the classic adage goes, actions are louder than words. You can say this all day long, but when every single stream turns into this, and I honestly would argue that even this Daily Wrap turns into talking about Pokemon, it's meaningless. This is nonsense. He's just wasting air.
Balance it so whenever I have that in the content, the other half of the day is not. That was exactly the case for today. We had a DSP morning show that was very interesting because it discussed the Steam machine, which finally has all of its stats released. Everyone now knows.
Not its specs, not its price point, not its details. It had its stats released.
What this thing's going to cost. And we
it's a sports ball player.
It was a very interesting morning show.
How many RBIs does it have, DSP?
We jumped into Resident Evil Code Veronica X.
Could you tell me the teraflops, please? I'm interested.
For 2.5 hours, and then we had DSP Tries It. The late stream tonight was TCG Card Shop Sim, which was meant to be the card-related content for the day. So you might say, I
can't believe we have card-related content as a staple now. That's a problem. Even saying that aloud should raise red flags.
Right. And it's funny because I got people coming by and saying, you're doing too much Pokemon, you're doing too much Card Shop, etc.
Oh, Steam Machine's 0-3 and batting a fucking 220. Oh, my Lord. Terrible year for the Steam Machine.
Okay, that's why I'm balancing it. So I need to ask an honest question of everyone. If people are fed up and saying you're doing too much Pokemon, you're doing too much Card Shop, then where are you when I'm doing other stuff? Because I am. Not
are you, though?
Is all Card Shop stuff. Last night, we played Mina the Hollower.
And we didn't like it, and we're not going to ever play it again, and we rage quitted and said that it's not for us. So the one stream that you did of it is supposed to be the stand-in for variety? Like, we're actually pointing to games that we're rage quitting as games that you should go and try and support instead. Things that he actually genuinely admits that he doesn't even like. That's what you're supposed to... Okay, that's fine.
We had low attendance and nearly no support.
I think that's a crazy thing to point to, but...
Mina, all of a sudden, people rallied and had a chill with Phil Knight, and they supported the stream.
Yeah, rage quit variety is actually what it's turned into, Redbird.
Today,
You're
Resident
not lying.
Evil, Code Veronica X. Everyone says, Phil, we really want you to play this game right now because they just announced the remake. It's coming out next year. It'd be great to see you do a second playthrough. You've only played this game once ever, 11 years ago.
Who said any of that, though? Who was asking for a Resident Evil playthrough? Just like who was asking for a Dark Souls 2 playthrough, which is, by the way, coming back. Spoilers, but I don't have a clip of it anyway. Dark Souls 2 is coming back. Scholar of the First Sin, too, which is the worst version of that fucking game. Anybody that's picking Scholar of the First Sin over the original Dark Souls 2 is not allowed to have an opinion anymore. You're wrong. Whoa. But who was asking for Resident Evil? Is this not going to lead to the same problem he had with the Oblivion remaster, where we just played it last year and it's basically the same game? It's the same story. We already know all the beats, so why would I play it, guys? You don't seem to be interested in it. Like, are we not going to have the same problem? It seems like he's set himself up for failure here, which is the classic DSP move.
To see it more in a modern setting with an interactive audience, which you didn't have back then, and then you can directly compare this with the new one. We want that. Okay, I'll give you what you want. And then I played the game today, and I'm going to be honest with everyone. It didn't go well at all. Okay, so let's talk. We did start with the morning show, and the morning show was all about the Steam machine. So if you're interested in the stats of the Steam machine,
if you're
my
interested in
thoughts
the
on
stats,
Steam machine, etc.,
if you want to know how many
pretty much
assists,
the entire subject matter was,
how many
and it was a
rebounds,
really
what they're
good show,
batting.
in my opinion, very informative. We had an open discussion about this. Some people like the Steam machine, some people don't like it. You know, I had stuff to say.
It can run the 132 seconds. I don't know if that's good or bad. I'm not interested in running as a sport, but
about it as well. Give it a look. I think you'll like that. Okay. During that entire morning show, I got $17 of support. All right, well, it's just the morning show, no big deal, right? Then I proceeded to play Resident Evil Code Veronica X for 2.5 hours, and by the end of the stream, we barely had made $60. Okay?
oh no,
So
not
How
60
you
bucks for
honor
playing
the sixth
games.
house and the tribe unmourned.
Thank you, Penitenson, for the 5 gifted. Somebody gifted today, me included, but that's you don't get credit for that.
That's 5 hours of streaming.
Thank you so much, Penitenson.
Including
I really
DSP
appreciate it.
tries it. And I made $60. Okay? That's terrible. That's one of my worst streams of the year by far. Pretty much every game that I played this year did better than that. So what's going on?
I feel like, and I said this just a few streams ago, this happens many a time a year. I feel like we're always talking about having our worst stream of the year, and I don't know how that's possible. Like 60 seems higher than some of the other numbers that I recall us saying were our lowest streams of the year. Was there not a stream but a month ago or so where we made $23? Did that not exist? Am I misremembering? Am I tangled up in the Snortex lies?
People wanted Code Veronica. They
Yeah,
asked
it's
for
been
it, they
tough.
campaigned
Is
for
I
it.
guess the
They convinced
takeaway.
me to play it.
Can't
What
take
happened?
this shit
And
no
the weirdest
more,
part
man.
about it is, last time we played Code Veronica, it did really well. But then the time before, it was slow again. In
I just
fact,
want to
the
stream,
first
have a
time
good game,
that we
have a
played
good
Code
stream.
Veronica X, it was slow. So, what is happening with this game? And so, I'm just going to be honest with everyone. The reason
now we're being
why
honest. Before, we were being dishonest, of course. That's what that means when you start saying that you're going to be honest, just out of the blue like that. It implies that there was dishonesty beforehand, which is fine. We know that about him.
skeptical, okay, about what people are saying when they say criticisms of my content is because a lot of the criticisms don't seem to align with reality, okay?
Now, what do
So
I
let me
mean by
ask you
that?
this. I got people complaining in my comments on my videos. I got people sending me emails, and I got
Right.
people leaving comments in the chat. Oh, too much Pokemon, too many cards, all right? We want more variety. Okay.
So I wasn't going to even mention it, but someone, Casual Slanderer saying Atlas is very familiar with the low support Yakuza streams. Yes, genuinely, those were some of the slowest streams, but I think we didn't play Yakuza yet this year, right? Has there been a Yakuza game? Am I pushing that out of my memory sockets? I don't think those were this year, but yes, those were very slow. Literally 0 tip nights. Embarrassing, pathetic, awful, terrible, no good, very bad. Also, in reference to that, I did hear just yesterday, again, I don't have a clip for this, so I'm just going to tell you it, that Pokemon Champions is getting the Yakuza treatment, or the Dragon Quest treatment, or whatever you want to call it, in that it no longer has to perform well, guys. You don't have to show up for it. They don't have to support for it. It doesn't matter. He's just going to play it regardless of how good it does. So that's pretty cool. Some of the most boring dog shit fucking video games to watch in the history, I guess, of humanity. That's what DSP is willing to make everyone suffer through for his own enjoyment. It's very cool.
Hey, here's your variety.
Sorry
Here's
if
Mina
you
the
like those
Hollower.
games.
No one shows up.
I'm being a hater.
Here's Resident Evil Code Veronica X,
Which will be
no
a
one
theme
supports.
today. I came here
So
to
what
hate.
message
We're
does
talking
that
about
send me?
GTA later.
Being honest question. What message does that send the streamer when I'm doing a variety because people are saying, we think it's too much of this, stop doing it, or do less of it. Not stop doing it, but do less of it. So I balance my content purposefully, so I'm not doing too much of it.
That's what he calls a balance, though. What you've been witnessing the past month while he's been doing Pokemon cards is what he refers to as a balanced myriad of content with tons of variety that everyone can get behind. That's how he fucking pitches this. That's how he's trying to sell this. That has not been the experience. Anybody with a functioning brain could tell you there is nothing balanced about this approach to fucking card pack openings in Pokemon. It's been non-stop Pokemon, dude.
and then it's like a crawl, a slow.
Yeah, DSP can't balance his fucking checkbook. Real.
Low attendance, low support. What's going on? Honest question. Because the truth is, today with Code Veronica X, I thought it was a great stream. We finished up the Claire portion of the game. The end of the Claire portion is hilarious. That final boss fight is terrible. Then you get to Chris, and Chris has some laughable
Big
moments.
ups, West
You're
Side.
supposed to know to kill a giant
Welcome.
sandworm in a certain time frame, or else something goes wrong. Or you could just skip it entirely. And it's getting tough. Like Chris, I'd say, is pretty difficult with the amount of stuff they're throwing at you. Now there's hunters coming at you from every direction. But, it's fun to play, even though it's kind of, I even admitted today, I said, yeah, I don't think Code Veronica aged very well. It seems pretty outdated and not very good, especially compared to the other Resident Evil games we've played.
Mind you, this guy rage quit 0 last year. So, I'm starting to think that this guy doesn't actually like Resident Evil that much, to be honest with you. I think he's LARPing, which is also embarrassing and pathetic as a 43-year-old, 44-year-old. Anyway, thank you, Jordan Fadeaway, for the 2, saying Atlas is Todd Howard's biggest op. Elder Scrolls 6 when, Todd? I am Todd Howard's biggest op. I'm also Rockstar's biggest op, and I'm 343's biggest op. I'm actually Microsoft's biggest op. I'm James Harden's biggest op. I'm just full of hate and spunk, obviously. Thank you, Jordan Fadeaway, for the 2, and Skirt Cobain for the 5, saying, I'm just gonna be honest. Being the literal first thing I hear tuning in is that authentic, essential Phil experience. I guess it's either that or what do I mean by that? As he's introing a topic, those are it's so he's just on a loop, and he always will be, and he always has been.
Of late, but doesn't mean it's a bad game. It just means, maybe this was a great game for a remake. It's a good reason maybe they're making one. But yeah, I don't think the gameplay wasn't sound. I don't think that the stream wasn't entertaining. Just no one showed up to support it. So what am I supposed to do about that?
Or the list of
Normally,
2.
I
True.
Be like, well, I'm just going to.
DSP's the king of listing 2 items.
11, 12 hours into this playthrough, I don't want to drop it. And this is a long Resident Evil game. We knew that going into it, that Code Veronica is a lengthy game. So I would say, just chalk it up to one bad stream, but it's not the first. It's the third. And it's actually the worst of the 3. The bad streams we're having a Code Veronica are actually getting worse and worse the further in we go.
And this is why I asked, who the fuck asked for Code Veronica in the first place? I never read that in the Dent chat. I never seen anybody discussing even the potentiality of him playing Code Veronica soon. So how did this get sprung upon us? Am I out of the loop? Am I uninformed?
Yeah. Okay. So
I might be.
I don't know what else to say. I like Code Veronica. I'm going to keep playing it.
He says so much nonsense.
I want to finish it, but I seriously hope that people will start showing up for it. Like, it actually is disappointing to me that I like the game and I played it as a direct result of you guys requesting it.
Oh, it's your guys' fault now. You literally asked for this and then you didn't put up the money. What's up with that? Nobody's willing to put their money where their mouth is, and this is why you guys get Pokemon. It's actually like a punishment if you think about it. This is how DSP is punishing the audience for not paying for other shit.
Now people aren't showing up for it.
Pokemon to death.
I get it, okay? And again, the feedback I get, too much Pokemon, too much card gameplay. Guess what we did tonight? TCG Card Shop Sim. Guess how it went? Incredibly well. Good attendance, good engagement, great support. Almost made $300 on the stream. We opened 7 packs of the Surging Sparks box and finished the Surging Sparks box of cards. We opened 2 of the new Ultra Premium packs. Let me tell you, the Prismatic Evolutions cards look amazing.
They look so good.
There's one we got.
Pull them out, DSP.
Rare
Show us.
Pokeball, like reverse hollow Pokeball. It looks sick. It's not worth anything, but it just looks amazing. We're like, wow, we're blown away by how the cards look.
Wow.
So
we're blown away by how the cards look. Literally speechless, you guys. I was running around the room and my arms were flailing. I was so excited.
That stream did incredibly well. Thankfully, it did. It made up for the
fact that you can hear his dopamine kick in. Legitimately, you guys are right. There is some, I'm not going to call it passion for Pokemon. It's obviously passion for the Gamba passion. But you're right. He is speaking with more virality, ferocity about Pokemon cards than he has talked about video games in fucking ages. Even when he was watching the on rails, Wolverine trailer that he was gushing over, he sounded less interested than the idea of pulling a fucking a Pokemon card.
So I just got to say this. Moving forward, as I've already explained, I can't expect to just keep doing exactly
Vitality?
the
Did I
same
say
thing and
virality?
keep being successful.
Ignore
you
me.
have to differentiate. You have to do different things. You have to try different things. That's what I'm doing with the cards.
That's what I'm
It's-
doing by spamming card packs every month. Is trying something new for an entire month.
Working. People
And it's
show up
working.
for them. They engage with the content. They support the content. They like it. I don't want to become a full-time card guy or PokeTuber, but integrating it into my content is working. I'm being told directly through the actions of those who support that content that people want it. And when I play Code Veronica or Mina the Hollower, and these are slow streams, that tells me people don't want it. Does that make sense? I think it does, but I just think that there's some people that don't want to accept that something's working that maybe they don't particularly like. Well, then you have to support what you do like.
So so I'm not going to make the content that you guys want, the ones that watch me, as long as these select few are paying big amounts of money to keep the other content in rotation. This is just classic DSP. We're doing it all over again, year after year after year. We tell people, I want to play things that I want to play. I want to play things that are going to be interesting to a wide audience and keep people engaged. And then the money starts to come in for something that is none of that. It's not a wide audience. It doesn't keep but a few engaged. The general audience wants nothing to do with this, but because it pays, it's going to continue to supersede all of the other content. Time after time we do this, and then we put ourselves into a pickle where people definitely don't want it anymore, and the interest has fallen off, and now we don't know what to do, you guys. It's been tough. Pokemon's not working. No one's coming by for games anymore. Yeah, Baldur's Gate 3, prime example of that. One fucking dent wants this, so we're going to keep doing it time after time. Terrible. Thank you to the Deep Fryer for the 5, saying Phil's just mad that he sounds like Steve Burnside. The only difference is Steve is so bad that it's funny and Phil is pathetic. I don't know who Steve Burnside is. This is going over my head. I hope this is funny and relevant to people that aren't me. I hope that did it for him. Thank you for the 5. I'll have to familiarize myself with Steve Burnside. But I agree, Phil is pathetic.
It's that simple. I want to keep playing Code Veronica. I'm sad that it didn't go well today because I wanted it to. What am I supposed to do about that, though? I don't know.
What am I supposed to do? Be entertaining?
Listen,
I don't know how to
variety
do
of games
that.
is coming. We've got Star Fox later this week. Then we've got Assassin's Creed, Black Flag,
We've got Star Fox coming. Again, I don't have any Star Fox clips, but that didn't go well. Obviously, it's a Nintendo game. We're disappointed. It's not long enough. Nintendo's scamming. They're lying. They're misrepresenting the product. It's overpriced. It's the same game that they've already released. You know how it goes, man. You know. I don't know why we even try and fucking hype Nintendo games up at this point. We all know he's going to be disappointed. What's the point of riling up the troops?
synced. After that, we got Pal World. We got more new stuff coming out. I'm even thinking of maybe going back and doing a Dark Souls 2 run over the summer, where I haven't played Dark Souls 2 in like 10 years or something crazy like that, right? It'll be great to go back and play it again. So variety's coming, but what would you like me to do? You know, it's not here yet. We're doing what we can with the time we have. We're filling the time with gameplay, and people are liking what I'm doing with Pokemon and cards. Why would I listen to feedback saying stop doing it when that's the content that's successful and the variety I'm doing isn't successful, right? I don't know what else to say. I would love
because that's what you've prided yourself on for your entire career, doing variety, enjoying the games that you enjoy, representing them accurately, being the realest motherfucker on the internet, being your own boss and doing what you want to do. Now he's completely subservient to the money. Is that the admission we're making here? Just outright in the open? I mean, it's cool if that's the truth. I just wish we wouldn't fucking lie about it. I wish we wouldn't obfuscate so much.
feedback. Obviously, I'd like to talk about this on tomorrow's morning show, which we will, but it's disappointing.
Oh, imagine that. We're going to reuse this content.
Completely
We're going to try it again.
Antithesis of what I'm being shown in the results. You know? Imagine if you had a sandwich shop.
Oh, shit.
Okay? And normally in this...
Okay, guys. We're going to start imagining we have a sandwich shop. I know we're all out of practice, but I need everyone to quickly put your aprons on. We're gonna go ape shit on these sandwiches real quick. We are professionals.
Sandwich shop.
Hang on. Do I even have the sandwich shop ready? I don't even have it loaded in. It's been so long. Tough.
You just sell Turkey Club sandwiches. All of a sudden, you decide to do a meatball sub, and your normal clientele says, man, that turkey club is what we like. We don't understand why you're doing this meatball sub. We wish you wouldn't make it or you'd make less of it. But all of a sudden, customers come in droves and start coming into your store buying the meatball subs up.
Doesn't make sense. No, but it already doesn't make sense because you don't preemptively plan and make the sub sandwiches. This doesn't make sense. Once again, the classic analogy has fallen apart almost instantly because this guy is so fucking stupid. There's not like a limited amount of sandwiches that you can make, and you make them to order. You would just sell both. Both customers would be able to come in and get both sandwiches at all hours of the day. It's so fucking pointless. Thank you to the Dare Bear 5 or for the 5 saying,
How can you kill a god?
is it possible for Phil not to complain for one day? No, literally impossible. And I honestly can't even fault him for that. As much as a negative trait as that might be, I also probably could not go through one day without complaining. It is one of my favorite things to do. I love complaining and hating and belittling and discussing and arguing. It's who I am. But his complaints and the things that he dislikes are stupid. That's where we differ at, honestly. Thank you to Lilypan Fran for the 24 months, saying 2 years. Big ups. Yes. 24 whole months, 2 years. Thank you so much, Lilypan Fran. I really appreciate it. And I like that the sandwich shop analogy fell apart so quickly. I was going to try and get it loaded up in the corner or whatever for the bit. I didn't even have time to click all the buttons. It fell apart so fast.
I'm a god. How can you kill a god?
Thank you, Henry Epstein Real, for becoming a member. I really appreciate it. Of course, this is not the known Epstein. This is Henry, different guy, and this is why I'm allowed to go to the parties.
Tons of profits.
Because it's unrelated, I swear.
People just aren't really buying the turkey clubs.
He's got a nice pool, damn it.
Would you stop making the meatball sub and go out of business? I don't think so. It's common sense. So let's talk about it tomorrow. I would love feedback on this because I want to do the right thing. I don't want to disappoint people who want variety because I want to keep doing variety. But I'm hoping
he staked his whole channel on variety.
If you want the variety, you don't like.
But now it's a wake-up call, as though this is going to be, some sort of final, as if there's a time limit on this. I hope it's a wake-up call, because if you don't get it together soon, you guys, we really are going to be a Pokemon-only channel.
Pokemon, you don't like the cards, then you've got to be there for the other stuff, and you've got to support it. That way I know you want it more, and I'll do more of it. Okay? Okay.
Sound good?
So the TCG stream went incredibly well. We had tons of people supporting, getting crazy, big contributions, small...
They were getting crazy? What does that mean? What I actually fear what getting crazy means in a DSP chat, given the very robust details that we know about a lot of DSP's regulars and fans. I genuinely fear what getting crazy could mean. Thank you, Robert Williams, for the 28 months. Saying big ups. Big ups to you. 28 fucking months. Hell yeah.
Contributions. Everyone liked it. We unpacked a ton of cards. We did get one hit. Wasn't a good hit, though. It wasn't a good hit. I'm hoping that we get better hits as we move forward.
I kind of boofed it,
Still,
not going to lie.
A great night.
Not a good hit.
And can't wait for more. All right?
I didn't even clear it.
We also made good advancement in the game. We actually unlocked the next tier of card. We just couldn't afford the license to get them yet. So next time we play, we'll get that. And we continue on with progress. Okay? So overall today, a great day. Because we had a great TCG stream, it made up for the fact that we had the slow Resident Evil. But
Crustpunk's asking, why would anyone come back to his channel if the only time they were there, the only thing they saw and heard was Pokemon card bullshit? Yeah, actually, the reason I've watched less of the guy over the past 2 weeks is because I'm tired of hearing about the Pokemon cards. When I pull up to talk to my friends and play video games with them in Discord, sometimes I'll throw the guy up, and every single time they tell me, why is he still talking about Pokemon cards? Why does he keep doing this? I don't give a shit. And I have to tell him, me either, dude. I genuinely don't know who does. I actually succeeding at the Wings strategy of boring people to death so hard that they stop bullying him. Well, I guess not doing a good enough job because I'm still here on Saturday, but
don't understand why we had to slow Resident Evil when I got people yelling at me to do less cards and less Pokemon, but the results are telling me otherwise. Okay?
Did he say Resident Evil? Maybe he did. I'm not. You rewind the stream and you tell me.
And
I don't know when he said it. I'm not rewinding.
Diamond. Yes, that means we're going to start opening a new pack of Pokemon cards. There's going to be talk of Pokemon and cards. That's what happens.
That's what happens. As though it's obligatory. That's what happens. It has to happen. As the world spins, the sun rises, the Pokemon cards get talked about, you guys. Nothing I could do. If you're literally crying in the chat, fuck you, I guess. I can't stop it. The Pokemon cards, it's a must.
Successful, you do it. Okay? So that's tomorrow's daytime show.
If it's successful, you do it is DSP's mantra. I would hate to see the things that this guy would do for money. If that's genuinely what he thinks and believes in real life. Now, mind you, this is a guy that prides himself on not stepping on other people to get ahead, and he's better than other people because he doesn't stoop to their level and X, Y, and Z. But his mantra is, if it makes money, I'm gonna do it. How cool, how meaningful, how robust.
Tomorrow night, it will be Steam tryout night. We will play a couple of games. You'll probably suggest a bunch of games to me, and I'll probably try 2 of them over the course of the night from Steam, and we'll see if we can find a winner that's something that people like, and we can actually put into the rotation. Okay? All right. Thank you, guys.
I'm not a real bookkeeper.
Tomorrow.
No, not
Enjoy
really.
all the content from today, and I'll see you in the morning. Good night, and peace out.
I do be keeping books at work, but it's like, it's paperwork and not money related. So anyway, there you have it. You guys were not supporting enough variety. So you've been sentenced to death via unlimited Pokemon card openings. And that was given to you by, of course, the grace of God and some random fuckhead dent that sent him $700. So I guess here's a clip of that.
Sold at 2 a.m. Thanks for $2. Oh, a little flex. Get a little flex on here to start our day.
Get a little flex on. You guys love this. This is your favorite bit. He looks like a disabled child. Genuinely. I've seen kids coming out of the sped classes being wheeled around the hallways that looked stronger and more physically capable than this. But that's okay. We're just going to move on positively.
He says, change spikes my cortisol and anxiety. I think that's exactly right. No lie. I think that's what's happening. So if you want to know what he's
get the arm
about,
closer.
Let's
shove it into the camera lens,
now,
Phil.
Just over a month ago, I believe it was on the 21st of May, I started opening a pack of Pokemon cards live on stream. And it actually
No way! Did you guys know this? Did you guys know that DSP has been opening Pokemon cards on stream? This is the first time I've ever heard of this. This is so interesting and unique. I bet he's going absolutely viral opening these cards.
Box.
Oh shit, he has them with him? Oh no way!
Right
he
here,
actually
Mega
has a box of Pokemon cards?
That was
Crazy.
the first box that I started doing this, okay? By the way, this is just a troll, so I'm just going to ban them. But thanks for the $1 anyway, troll. It was this one, Mega Evolution, okay? At the time, I knew little to nothing about Pokemon.
Did I get my
cards,
Armageddon box?
Didn't know how it was going to
No.
go. Didn't know if people were going to care. If people were going to be incentivized to contribute to my streams.
I hope Nintendo and Pokemon know the brand damage that this guy is actively doing. Like, because before I was kind of indifferent on Pokemon. It's never been my thing. You know, I was vaguely familiar with it. I fucking hate Pokemon at this point. If I went the rest of my life without hearing about Pokemon, I would genuinely be better off. I hope horrible things for Pokemon as a brand.
To get packs open. Didn't know if we were going to get any good cards. I was a complete newbie, okay? Over the course of the last month, we opened Mega Evolution, Phantasmal Flames, Chaos Rising, Perfect Order, and Surging Sparks. We actually opened more than a box a week this first month.
So many
that I
cards.
Pokemon card content. In addition, I learned a ton about the collecting of Pokemon cards.
What does that mean? What does that mean? I learned about the collecting of Pokemon cards. He learned how to accrue paper and cardboard. Is there a learning curve to this? What are we talking about? He learned how to track the stats on on the website to see how much they're worth. He learned that they come in varieties. Like, what did we learn about? It's specifically the collecting as well. If you were to say, I learned about, you know, the flux of the values, and I learned about the different varieties and rarity. No, he learned about the collecting. What do you learn about collecting?
Their rarities, their values, how it works. I also learned all about
the rarities and values.
Showcase them, right?
Sure.
Collect them and sort them. All right, and we have integrated.
I collect them and sort them.
them into multiple streams. Usually the Pokemon streams and the TCG stream are streams focused a lot around the cards. Okay.
And by the way, he doesn't sort them and collect them and put them into binders on stream. That you might be deceived if you don't actually watch the Pokemon content. He doesn't do it live for you guys. He does that in his free time and then shows you the aftermath. As though if you're going to do Pokemon content, you shouldn't also just include the bit where you sort them and talk about them and show your interest and passion and knowledge about all the... we don't actually do that part in front of anybody. Probably because he's embarrassed because he doesn't know anything.
How does it work? Well, you know, but I'll just tell you quickly again. Anyone who gives a $50 contribution, we open a pack no matter what. So if someone gives $50, we're opening a pack. Okay? Every $50 milestone starting at $100 raised cumulatively on a stream is another pack. So if we raise $100 today, that's a pack. $150, that's a pack. And so on and so forth as we go up. That's been working well. But then on top of that, I just instituted something new. Ultra packs. These are very valuable, rare packs that you wouldn't want to buy in a
super
box.
valuable, ultra rare, like premium quality, quadruple A, first party.
They're very high value because there's a
very high value. Did I say premium?
Card in these boxes.
They're so expensive. They're exclusive even. This guy is addicted to being a part of exclusive clubs or purchasing the most expensive thing to be a part of the elite that can purchase it. That's part of what he enjoys about this. And that's what he enjoys about everything. Having the newest consoles, playing the newest games. It's literally just to be it's the FOMO and wanting to be a part of the people that are on like the cutting edge of everything. It's so shallow and see-through. It's transparent even.
Right here, Destined Rivals. It's a set.
Yes, Atlas, this guy is a dick. Okay, as long as you get it. As long as I made the point clear.
There's like $500 to upwards of $900 cards that are in this set. Okay, multiple ones too, not just one or two, but a bunch. So with this, if someone does a $100 contribution on a stream, which is very rare, or if we raise $250 on a particular stream, which again is very rare, then we open a pack of these. Okay? And we just instituted this last...
Wait, we have super gate kept cards now? I fucking missed this. I guess I wasn't listening hard enough to this clip. We have super gate kept cards behind ultra premium goals. So not only do we have the normal standard goal, but we have the ultra premium. While also in denial that goals are back at all. This is mental gymnastics I can't even fathom. This guy's going triple platinum at the mental gymnastic Olympic competition. I don't even know how this guy wakes up in the morning. This is insanity.
Last night, and we opened 2 packs. So, basically, the whole Pokemon card thing has been an insane success. I've had streams where we opened 13 packs and made hundreds and hundreds of dollars.
We made hundreds and hundreds of dollars, which means I guess that all of the dents can expect to see their share in their account. I guess.
It's wild. I never expected that it would catch on like it has. I didn't. Okay. It's wild to think that I now have a Pokemon collection of cards, you know, $300 card here, $100 card here, $50 card here. I think this one is like just under 20, and then these are like teens. You know,
who cares? Who gives a fuck? Who cares?
Sort and everything. It's pretty crazy.
It's pretty crazy. Dude, this should not be what gets you excited. Collecting fucking Pokemon cards that you purchased should not have you saying that this is crazy. That should not be the highlight of your life. You should have more important things going on. You should have better interests that actually do something. This is sad. This is a hollowed out existence that no human should have to live, if you ask me. And maybe I'm being hard on Pokemon card enjoyers, but this is just embarrassing. Anyone that's living like this, think about it a little harder, man.
Never did I think it was going to work as well as it has in the last month. All right, but there is. Oh, where did I get the packs? You can get them on tcgplayer.com. There's a marketplace there. You can also buy them through Rare Candy, which is the app.
And he's actively telling people to go get scalped. By the way, that's genuinely the advice he's giving out right this second. How are you finding Pokemon cards, Phil? They're... where are you finding Pokemon cards, Phil? They're so rare and super hard to find. Well, if you just go on these websites and get scalped into oblivion, it's actually super easy.
that I scan my cards through. You can also buy them through Amazon. You can also buy them on other websites. Like, there's a lot of places you can get them, but they are super expensive. No matter where you buy them, those rare packs are very expensive. Because Cracker Jack just asked me, where did you get those rare packs?
Yeah, and he's not even getting a commission. No, he's advertising for scalpers for free. That's how much he loves it. He loves getting scammed.
All right? It's the fact that with all of this happening in the last month, the craze over the Pokemon cards, me opening so many, pretty much every stream we're opening Pokemon cards, at least one pack. There's been very few streams where we didn't. Like yesterday, there was the Code Veronica X stream. We didn't do anything with cards at all. Rarity. Really, honestly, because most streams were doing it, right?
All right, so it's a rarity that we're not opening the cards to completely refute the fact of the clip that we just watched previously of the Daily Wrap, where he said he's trying his best to make it a balance so that there's entire days without Pokemon or Pokemon cards. But we've admitted that it's a rarity that is the case. Okay, that's fine. That's what I'm just trying to follow the narrative. Okay, I want to believe the guy at all times. It's just so difficult when none of it makes sense.
Here's what I think is going on. Number one, my detractors / trolls /
that's us.
shitbags on the internet who don't like me or are jealous of me.
Right, that's you. That's not me. But he must be talking to someone.
Very upset that I'm doing something that's successful. They can't believe it. Oh my God, Phil is doing something that it appears he's having fun doing, and he's making money doing it, and people like it. Horrible. So we have to...
No, it's because it's boring as fuck. Dude, no one cares how much money DSP actually makes when he makes a fuck ton of money. It genuinely doesn't make any difference whether he makes $1 or $100 or $1,000. The only difference is the fucking content and whether or not it's entertaining. Nobody likes when he goes clown mode for making too much money, and nobody likes when he makes a fuck ton of money doing shit that is boring as hell. So much so to the point where you can't even make fun of it because it's so obvious drivel. That's the actual issue. It's nothing to do with the actual numerical value that he's making. That's completely irrelevant in the most part.
Spin it in every possible negative way. We have to say all these horrible things, even though nothing is true.
Nothing is true.
Nonsense.
Literally
he
nothing.
Bought the cards. He didn't really pull them. Oh, he's scamming people and blah,
the
blah,
truth
blah.
is whatever you can get away with, huh?
But they have to always spin something negatively. I don't care about those people. Those people don't affect me because they never come.
I'm just giving them time on my stream right now. I don't give two shits, but I bring them up every single time we have this conversation.
You know, I love when
post-truth era,
real. Now are gonna watch. Oh, look, he's pulling cards. He's not giving them away. He's not selling them. No, because I'm not a PokeTuber. I do things differently. I always have. My audience likes it.
I'm moving
you don't,
different.
Like how I do it. Tough shit. You can sit and spin. No one cares about your opinion. Everyone here likes what I'm doing. So why would I give a shit? Right? Exactly. But outside of those toxic circles and reactors who no one gives two fucks about,
okay,
there is some valid criticism coming in.
Oh, okay. So aside from the people that are being too mean about the criticism, the criticism is valid. Even though we're all saying the same things about how it's boring as shit and completely uninteresting in basically every capacity, the people that are saying it in a mean way, they're not valid. As if anybody ever needed DSP to validate their criticism.
Okay? And I would argue that the criticism coming in is from two different parties. There's the more casual
two-party system.
Who watch my stuff from time to time and like
casuals and heavy individuals.
So there's a casualized group of people, okay, who like what I do.
Casualized, as though it was against their will or something. Like they were forcefully casualized, I think.
Time to time, all right, but they don't watch all the time. And what they've noticed, if they looked at the content I put out in the last month, they're like, Phil finished Pokemon Fire Red.
Right.
He started Pokemon Brilliant Diamond.
Yes.
He started playing Pokemon Champions, and now he's playing a trading card game.
Right.
All at once.
Right. And it's really fucking annoying, and there's no variety whatsoever, and it's completely uninteresting. Absolutely. That is the that's been the criticism. Yes, those are all true.
That's a lot of the similar content, right?
Yes. Undeniably.
That is absolutely correct.
Right.
Okay? That's absolutely correct.
Just validating all of the detractors and trolls and the narratives they push. Sounds good, man.
And that's a valid criticism. Okay?
He's never been more boring. Yeah, legitimately, the vests were more interesting. I'd rather watch this guy closet clean out than fucking open another pack of Pokemon cards for the rest of my life.
Because I already have.
Which, by the way, I hope you guys are ready for the Indivestance Day next weekend.
There's not a lot going on in gaming right now. It's the summertime. Summer is historically slow for video games. Okay? Once we get...
But that does... Okay, but games not coming out and being brand new doesn't mean that you have to only play Pokemon for the entire goddamn summer. That's never been what that meant. There's a huge cavalcade, we'll use that word, of games that exist that he's never played and has infinite access to because he's on PC. But instead, he's decided to play the fucking Pokemon over and over again with the same goddamn format over and over again for 2 months in a row now. Awful. Terrible. And this guy prides himself on his super unique schedule. Thank you, JB10, for the 5. Saying, I really hate how he says casualized. Like, is that even a word? Did he hear that and think it made him sound smarter than just saying casual? Well, that's why I said it's like they were forcefully casualized, either through subversion or overt force. Like, that's, yeah, to just call them casual would make more sense. Casualized makes it sound odd. Thank you for the 5.
To a busier time of this year. For example, the fall. Right? When we're going to have all these new games coming out, and I'm going to be struggling, okay? Struggling to balance what I'm doing, okay? We're not going to have time for Pokemon all the time. To be frank, unless it's a brand new Pokemon game I'm playing, Pokemon content is filler content. It always has been.
Oh, okay.
Right now, we're doing an older Pokemon game.
So we're just admitting that we've been doing filler content for the past 2 months and that you guys are supposed to support that. You're supposed to entertain that. You're supposed to just allow that to be the case. You're getting subpar, boring-ass filler content for the entire summer because new games aren't coming out, I guess. It's impossible to play anything else that's already come out. Pokemon it is.
That re-released in 2021. A kind of,
yeah, this is the filler arc. This is the 100 episodes in a row that you can skip because no fucking plot happened.
Because there aren't enough major big releases coming out to fill a schedule. In fact, there's been almost none. The few games that have come out, like Mina the Hollower, I don't really like. So what are you going to do? You got to do something with the time, right? So that's what we're doing. And I honestly understand people who are saying, well, it seems like it's too much of that content. Gotcha. Don't worry. There's new stuff coming up.
Yeah, that's the problem. It's too much of that content. Period. Gotcha. Period. That's the content. It's the gotcha.
Star Fox on Thursday. The Indivestance Day Marathon will be very different. In fact, for the record, on Indivestance Day, we are not opening any packs of cards. That day is all about the silliness of the vests and the hats and doing the closet clean out and look at my classic game collection. I don't want it to be anything about cards. We're actually...
So the one day that we're not going to open fucking Pokemon packs is simply because we have a different retarded gimmick going on, and he wants to, instead of flexing his Pokemon card collection, show you and make you look at his rare game collection that he's been sequestering and hiding away for like fucking 9 decades or whatever. Insanity. The only time we're not hawking these cards is when we have a different retarded gimmick. Literally just swap them for the vests for the day and pretend as though this is a positive talking point. Clearly, he's doing the right thing by his audience by shoving a different gimmick down their throat.
They have taken a day away from cards purposefully on Indivestance Day to do that instead, and then we'll get back to the card stuff later. However,
cleaning out the closet so we can put the Pokemon cards in there.
Okay.
That's probably true. In next year, you're going to get binders and binders getting pulled out of the closet, and he's going to open them up and be like, you guys remember when we opened the Chaos Order Rising pack, and this was the binder? There's no good cards in here. Oh, you remember when I pulled this Greninja? That's so cool, right? All right, back into the closet. That's going to be next year. I hope you guys are ready and excited. I hope you've prepared your wallets and your bank accounts because it's going to be so good.
We'll be giving away a lot of freebie stuff on Indivestance Day. That's all I'm going to say for now.
That's all I'm going to say.
Tune in live to the Indivestance Day Marathon. I'm going to be giving away freebie stuff during that stream. But that's all I'm going to say for now. More information as we get closer to Indivestance Day.
The annual Greninja audit. We need to get DSP to get rid of the exclamation point palette and get the exclamation point Greninja so you can always check in on the value of the Greninja. That's what we need. I think that would be more meaningful and robust to the content.
It's not fully formulated yet, but once it is, I'm going to tell you all about it.
Predictions on the money he makes on the 4th of July
that day. Okay,
$800.
Okay. So
I guess you can lock me in for that. I
then
hope it's way
further in
less. I hope
July,
he
again,
receives
we're gonna have
0,
Assassin's
but 800's my
Creed. We're gonna
guess.
have checking out Pal World. There's games at the end of July, in September or August, September, October. All right, all those months. There's insane amounts.
You have to remember when it comes to Indivestance Day that it was his most popular and meaningful marathon stream or event stream that he did all last year. So I genuinely think that that's going to hold over, and I don't know how, but I think it will. I think that just says more about every other event and marathon he did and how awful and terrible they were.
Of releases, all culminating.
ICS will
GTA
give
6 in
800
November.
their self.
We are going to be very busy with hot new games for the rest of the year. So rest assured, if you're not into Pokemon content, you're still in the right place. Just really not now because there's nothing going on. You know, I am thinking
Actively encouraging people to leave the channel if they don't want to watch Pokemon. And it doesn't even give them an end date either. Like, come back, you know, on the 13th, we're going to be playing the new game when it comes out. Doesn't give you an end time. Just, if you don't like Pokemon, there's nothing for you here, dude. Fuck off.
about, hey, let's do Dark Souls 2 or 3 or whatever. I'm listening to your feedback, and, you know, people seem to want different kinds of games. All right, fair enough. We'll do that, right? So
if you don't want to be bored out of your mind, you're not in the right place, idiot.
All right. And if you feel that I'm doing too much of the same content, that is
a
fair assessment.
Okay,
I'm
thank you.
only doing that because there's really nothing else going on.
Oh, okay. I'm only boring the shit out of you because I can't think of anything more interesting to do. I'm not sure that's that good of a defense, if I'm being honest with you. I think that's actually not a defense at all. I think that's an admission that there's wrongdoing here.
Will be more variety soon when games start to come out. So that's number one, okay?
All right.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Wow.
Wow.
So, wow. Hold up. Because this is good.
Dude, look at the fucking smile on this guy's face. He can't contain himself. He's geeked out of his gourd.
To tie directly in to everything that we've been saying. I just received a $500 tip.
Whale tail.
$500 tip from an anonymous tipper who says,
Thank you, OIC.
let's rid some packs and do some Pokemon because the Pokemon content is doing huge.
It's doing numbers, Papa. This shit is going Netflix. I'm telling you.
$100 tip out of nowhere.
It's
I'm
gonna
not
be a
making it up.
blockbuster.
It actually just happened. I wasn't expecting this because obviously I had a big topic and we're going to do the topic anyway.
Yeah, but smiling more than he was on his wedding day. Yeah, genuinely. He's more excited about the money than he was in the pictures of his own wedding day with his wife that he loves beyond everything else or whatever the hell he likes to say.
But it looks like we're doing a lot of cards. All right. So, holy crud.
Holy crud.
I mean, we're going to go through these cards so fast this week. This is insane.
A 500 confirmation
that's
bias.
So much.
Yeah, and unfortunately, that's exactly what this does. When his fucking dent-headed fans do shit like this, they only cement further that he should continue doing the thing that is boring the most amount of people. Part of me wonders if it's some sort of, and it's probably from OIC, so it's not, but if it's some weird fucking psyop on DSP to go all in on Pokemon content and then rug pull the whole fucking thing so that he's left floundering. Like, I don't know what else to believe.
I don't even know how many.
I guess they could really just be retarded.
Hold on.
That's an option. And maybe I don't give enough people credit.
So
They're just
obviously,
stupid.
to the person giving $500 on this stream, that's insane. Okay. Sweating. I was already sweating because
he's literally sweating from the amount of money, dude. What are you saying aloud? I'm not Mr. Views. I don't want to be. I'm not just after money. This is about passion. I love playing video games. I love entertaining you guys. I'm sweating from the amount of money you've given me. Huh? What? Who the fuck has ever said that? His body doesn't even know how to react to the money.
90 degrees today, but now I'm really sweating. $500 is insane, man. Thank you.
Yeah, he ain't sweating at what he's gonna buy tonight. The Hogans he's gonna pull. Real Gamba addict behavior. Sweating at the thought of doing more Gamba.
All right, so we got to do the math. Because here's what I mean. Think about how many packs we're going to open on this show. All right? So...
Thank you, Paul Turner, for the 10 and what I believe is a good comment I've read half of so far. He said, I said it before, I'll say it again. The people that wail out for Phil are sick weirdos that want to encourage Phil to be his worst self. Like those that donate to Only Use Me Blade to drink himself to death. There's definitely some truth to that. Them rewarding him at his most obnoxious, most toxic only feeds the cycle more. There is definitely truth in there.
Because
Undeniably.
of what we're doing. So first of all,
Thank
we
you,
have a
Paul
new box.
Turner, for the
This
10
box
and
will
the
be
insight.
open. All right. $50 contribution is a bonus pack, so that's one. Then we're going to do 100, 150, 200, 250, 300, 350, 400, 450, 500. We're opening 10 packs from this Mega Evolution box right now.
Right now.
10. And then on top of that,
Yeah, finger math.
because this person gave so much,
Buddy, you're right, because Buddy legitimately couldn't figure out 500 divided by 50 is 10. Legitimately had to count it out on his fucking fingers. Holy shit.
we hit multiple milestones. I said every $250 milestone we hit, we'll
Oh,
open a
fuck,
pack.
we get to open the
So
premium
we've
pack.
got a 250 milestone that we hit. That's a guaranteed pack. And because this person gave over $100, that's another one. So we're opening 2 of these packs, and then we're opening 10 of these packs. Right now.
This is so cool. This rocks, guys. I'm so excited.
I guess you want to do
Look at
one
all
of
the cardboard
each.
we're
I
going to
guess
get to see
we'll do one
today.
of each of these again, like we did last night. So we'll do one here and one here, and then we'll do 10 here. By the way, this box has some promo card in it, and it's my first box of Mega Evolution I had didn't have the promo card. This one does. So I don't know what the promo card is or if it has any value. We'll check it out, okay?
Well, we'll
So,
check it
to
out,
the anonymous
obviously.
$500 tipper.
It's like the whole point of the fucking pack openings is to check out the cards, but he had to tell you explicitly that we were going to check out the card. Just wasting air.
Obviously, thank you so very much. That's amazing.
Oh,
Now
I,
we're
I wish I had that fucking clip of XQC doing the fucking thank you
gonna
at
have
the ready.
insane Pokemon content
God
on
damn
the
it.
Pokemon stream. I really
I'm gonna go get
appreciate
it.
that.
I don't care what
Okay.
you guys have to say.
Okay, so holy crud. Now, getting to the point that I was making, let's talk about the topic first, then let's open some Pokemon cards. Okay, so here we go. I gotta put packs to open 10. We're literally opening 10 packs already. So right now we are on pace to actually have the most packs opened on any stream because we're doing 10 regular packs and 2 premium. So you know what? I should put 12.
Should put 12.
The most we've ever opened on one stream is 13. So we could actually hit a milestone of that too. We could actually hit a record today if we get more support over the stream, which likely we will.
Yeah, that. Yeah, this is DSP. This is DSP. Yeah, that's him. That's him for the Pokemon cards.
We might actually have the big record for how many packs opened on one stream. Okay. I didn't play an animation because obviously we just did a big celebration talking about the cards. So I was like, why don't you play the animation? I don't have a $500 animation. That's insane. Okay? Okay. So.
Muted? No! It was what it was.
Getting back to the tape.
You've seen the
criticism
motion.
number 1. Phil, you're doing too much Pokemon or card-related
But
content
you're right.
now.
Now that I'm
That's
looking
a
at the
valid
scene, it totally
criticism. I
doesn't
agree
have
with
that
you.
audio source.
It's
Very
only
funny.
because I still can't get this hair that's
Might even
blocking-
be better. Might even be better without the fucking audio. Audio style seething, actually.
my eye, by the way. That's only because of the time of year it is, and there's not a lot of games. When more games come out, we'll be doing bigger variety of content. I promise you that. And don't worry, the variety will be coming later in the year. Because here's the thing, okay?
Here's the thing.
In regards to this,
In
this
regards
is
to these
doing well
fucking cards,
financially,
still,
but
of
my
course.
views on the channel are down.
But I thought we were getting mixed signals. I thought Pokemon was way up. I thought Pokemon was to the moon on the channel. I thought that the people weren't putting their money where their mouth is, but the views are down on it. Huh. Weird. Odd. Peculiar.
I'm not shocked. We're not doing any hot new games. So the views are down, and there's nothing you can do about
Oh,
that.
that's why the views are down. It's because we're not doing hot new games, which is just the, flip side of the coin which is I'm playing too much fucking Pokemon. But
And that's what happens.
It's because we're not playing other games. That's how we
this
pitch
kind of
it.
variety creator. My views on the channel and the attention I get is reliant directly to what we're doing and what's out. When new games come out, the views go up. Take a look at Resident Evil 9. My views skyrocketed. And then they plummeted after because there's been no hot games at all.
Banked on the popularity of a hot new release instead of your own actual entertainment value and talent. It's the DSP classic, but it's never his fault. He's always correct and he never does anything wrong.
You know? So now when the games start coming out again,
I did well during RE9, so I must be the best.
Okay? So that's what we're doing.
What's
right
even
now.
crazier to me is like the summer sale for Steam started just yesterday, and this is the time where he says there's nothing coming out, there's nothing to play. We're gonna have to go back to playing Scholar of the First Sin and Resident Evil, Code Veronica. Meanwhile, there's like an infinite amount of games that are currently slashed in price to such an extent you'd have to convince yourself to not buy them. And I know DSP has played none of them. But it's fine. It's cool. Broadening our horizons and experiencing new things is not what we're here for. We're here to make money, obviously.
And this is also a valid criticism. Longtime viewers and fans of mine, more than a few of them, because I know who they are, they've been messaging me, either leaving comments or talking in chat or even privately contacting me.
Behind the scenes
Phil,
style.
We're concerned because
contact of
you
Phil.
haven't ever done stuff like this before. It's always been just you playing video games and enjoying them. Okay? That's all it's ever been. And now you're doing this different kind of content. Now, admittedly, I've done other content. I've done reacting content. I had a whole edited style video channel in 2016. I've done other content, and I can make it work. You've seen I can do drama content. I can do react content. And it works to some extent.
Okay, being able to do them in the fact that you hit start stream on OBS does not necessarily entail that you do them well or in an entertaining way to actually encourage like that content to be continued. It's like, yeah, I could play every single sport, but I would be dog shit ass at the vast majority of them. But I could play them.
But it doesn't work full time. It's kind of like little diversions.
Exactly.
I
wouldn't be it wouldn't work full time. I'm not a professional.
And then we stop doing them for a while.
So it's no point to brag on.
And they work again, right? When it seems more like it's something that I'm doing fresh, it works. The gaming stuff works all the time. That stuff works for variety. Okay? Fair enough. But what people
Mosky Bear saying, I do not wish death upon people, but when this guy passes away, I will absolutely throw a party in Minecraft, of course. Well, we're going to be holding a Street Fighter 2 dance party tournament on his gravestone, okay? And we're going to be eating Skittles and drinking gin and having gout burgers. It's going to be a robust and meaningful time. All the detractors are going to be there. We're going to have DetractorCon immediately afterwards. It's going to be like a pre-party, pre-game style. So I would be prepared for that. Like, you don't have to wish death on the guy, but know that there's a good celebration coming.
People are saying is they're nervous because they're seeing me do so much in regards to the Pokemon cards, and they're nervous I'm going to become a Pokatuber. For those who don't know, there's an entire group of YouTubers called Pokatubers, and all they really do is Pokemon content. And you might be being like,
yeah, Tevin's going to be there. SOK reunion. Absolutely. Absolutely.
How could you just
all
be
the
a Pokemon
classics.
tuber? How could that be successful?
We're going to hash everything out right then and there, and we're all going to move on positively.
There's the mangas, the anime shows and movies. There's the cards.
What are we talking about?
There's the games. There's variations and spin-offs of games. There's specialty runs.
I was getting too lost in my daydream. I totally forgot where we were. He's talking about being a Pokatuber.
Games, all of that stuff. There's the physical collection of games outside of just playing them, right? There's entire conventions. There's theme parks. There's restaurants. I'm not kidding. Pokemon is the biggest IP in the world when it comes to the variety and profits that it brings in. I'm serious. So,
okay, but what does that have to do with making entertaining content on his own streams? That I don't know what this vast, success of Pokemon actually has to do with the fact that he's boring as shit and it's not interesting.
There's entire YouTubers who base their existences around Pokemon alone. All right? It's pretty crazy. Do I want to do that?
No.
But I like the fact that I tried something different and it has exploded in the last month. I never expected that whatsoever. Not once did I ever think doing this, someone would be like, wow, I really like Phil opening Pokemon cards. I'm going to give him $500. No, never did I expect that. That's insane. But
that isn't just exclusive to Pokemon. He's had that happen for cleaning out his fucking closet, for putting on the fucking vest, for playing a variety of games before. I don't know why we're acting as though Pokemon is some sort of rare breed that we've never experienced before, that it's a cash cow we can't turn away. It's nothing new. People have always paid DSP exorbitant amounts of money for slop content. That is his whole fucking shtick. That's all he's ever had.
it's my reality. Just like 18 years ago, when I thought if I turn on a camera and I point it at my widescreen TV at an angle with this standard definition camera, and I just talk shit to a video game, would anyone watch this? Probably not. Let's just fuck with it. Oh, look, now hundreds of thousands of people are watching me do it.
Right, exactly. Proving my point that Pokemon is not unique in this aspect, and that he's had this happen multiple times for multiple different reasons, and that it was going to happen regardless. So we can abandon Pokemon regardless of how successful it is as a franchise and IP globally, as if that ever fucking mattered, and we could just do something that's actually more interesting.
So that's what I mean. You try something different. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. In this case, it's
you
definitely
should try bleach,
working.
bud. Okay? On your clothes, and in your mouth.
I don't want to become a Poketuber. I want Pokemon content to be part of my content. I want to play some games from time to time. I want to do the card collecting, but I don't want it to be the end-all, be-all of my content. Okay? For any...
Can I, Redbird asking for 2, if he could name my stapler for $20. Sure, I will refer to my work stapler as any name that you come up with for $20, and I'll say it in front of the whole audience, or the whole office, rather, which is my audience at work, because of course I'm an entertainer everywhere I go.
Anyone who's
I'm like
about,
the guy.
All right? I'm just going to point to a couple examples.
Thank you, Redbird, for the 2.
When I was doing the reacting content on DSP Reacts, people said, oh, no, he's doing reacting. Does this mean now he's going to stop playing games? Did I stop playing games?
You do sometimes.
No.
Oh, okay.
And in reality, the reacting stuff lasted a couple of years, and then we were...
I guess DSP has never opted to do reacting content instead of playing games. That's never happened in the history of ever. I get a 1 testicle man for the 400 of saying, is it about 200 USD already spent on them cards? He's spent way more than 200 USD. He's probably spent over $1,000 already. I wish he just did the rundown yesterday, I believe, and I didn't clip any of it because I think we did the rundown last week.
We're like, okay, whatever, not a big deal, and then we moved on when it
closer to 2,000. I believe you.
Anymore, and people weren't really tuning into it, and that very well could happen with this Pokemon content.
Pushing 4K. Okay, guys, come on,
but eventually, you know, no one will care.
It's above 2K. Okay, well, I'm gonna need a real breakdown. Someone, well, there's nowhere you can put it that I would ever see it. Never mind.
And that's fine.
I believe you.
Phase it out.
We'll just say it's over 10K. I don't even care about lying. We'll just lie.
I like the collecting aspect of it. I like sorting the cards. I'm putting decks together. I say decks, but what I mean is
putting
sets.
decks
like the deck
together.
Is a play deck. I don't mean a play deck. I mean like the whole set of cards. So I'm putting together
the whole set of cards. Together, real
I'm differentiating between the regular and the reverse hollows, so you can have like a reverse hollow deck that's actually rare and worth more.
And mind you, he's, again, doing none of this on stream for anybody to actually watch. He's doing all of this in his own free time when he's supposed to be, you know, spending time with Kat and doing meaningful real-life experiences so that he has, like, you know, memories and enjoyment and whatnot. Instead, this guy is actively sitting in in this room, because he's not doing this in the living room either, right? We're sitting in this room, putting together these cards and organizing them on a display in this room alone in our free time. For free. How awesome, dude. How sick. Thank you, Dar winning for the 2. Saying if Phil was a 40K orc, what type would he be? That's a good question for someone more familiar with orc lore. I haven't read any orc books in when it comes to 40K. I did just read Cadia, but they were more of a generic enemy rather than a specific orc faction or head. So my orc lore is terrible. Sorry.
It's fun. It's actually a fun hobby. It is.
The SP is large.
The card game,
okay.
But I like the collecting aspect.
Merchant knows better than me. Ask Merchant.
So
of the misery variety.
It's fun. It's positive. It's good stuff. It's just a little concerning for those who are seeing this change. Notably, 2 years ago, I got into drama content. I started doing collabs with drama. And again, those long-standing fans
You would be a weird boy that just believes they are psychic.
contacted me back then and said, Phil, we're concerned. We don't want you to become a drama YouTuber. Yes, you could do it and you could be successful. I mean, everyone wants to make you a big lol cow. So if you lean into it and you do that content, sure, you'll get views, but at what cost? You're someone who built up a following over the course of 16 to 18 years
Right.
for gaming. We don't want you to throw all that away just for the sake of quick profits.
And he kind of did do exactly that and received that backlash constantly the entire time that he was doing it, and his fans repeatedly told him it wasn't the type of content that they wanted to see, and they stopped watching it, while other retarded individuals, some of which came from the Kino Casino, decided to fund DSP instead in the meantime. So again, we're just doing this on a cycle. Every action that DSP takes, he's done before at least 5 times.
Which I responded, you're all right. I want you to trust me and understand I know what I'm doing, and this is all going to work out well in the end.
Got absolutely fucking raked over the coals by the casino.
Versus 2 to 2.5 years ago, before all that happened, we're in a much better position. Absolutely everything is improved. We can play way more games, best versions of the games. I can review technology and stuff whenever I want. Financially,
I can
I'm free to do whatever I
review
want
technology. You can't say review tech, obviously. I can review technology. But he doesn't know anything about technology. He genuinely doesn't know shit about a goddamn thing when it comes to tech. So why would you ever listen to this guy's opinion? He's the guy that falls for the fucking Chinese RGBs on everything. And it's like, yes, this is the best quality peripheral to exist. It has lights in it.
Because of the amazing changes that happen as a result of me branching out and trying new things. That's directly the reason why. And it was all because I took a big risk and it paid off. Okay?
Yeah, the big risk of riding somebody else's coattails that was already popular and trying to put yourself into into drama that you had basically nothing to do with.
Can't just sit here doing exactly the same thing every day and expect that while the world changes around you, you're still going to be pertinent. I know that now because I've been through it. I was at the very beginning of YouTube. It was very different than 2-3 years in. Then it was very different another 3-4 years in. Very different from when I first became a live streamer to now in the last 9 years. Things have changed a ton.
They changed so much.
I do have
the
to
guy
try
didn't,
new things
but
and
everything
roll with
else
these changes.
did.
It's the only way that I'm ever going to succeed and keep going. However, once again,
he has to try some new fucking gimmick at all times. Like, I'm glad he's just admitting this, that he's not actually good enough at basically anything to keep people entertained for a long time, and that he has to rely on gimmicks and the hype of other things to keep him relevant and pertinent. Like, I'm glad we're just admitting this, but it's not a positive admission. Like, this is an admission of a character failing, of a lack of talent and effort on his behalf. That's all this is.
Again, I want to harken back to what I said.
Shout out Harkin.
Over 2 years ago.
The guy from Skyrim,
well, it wasn't
I
over
guess.
2 years ago. It was just about 2 years ago when all of these changes began. Don't worry. At the core of who I am and what I do, I'm gamer.
Still retarded.
I always want to be a gamer, and I will continue to do gaming content for as long as I possibly can.
That's what gamers do. They mime. Oh, my keyboard's off. They mime jerking off dudes while talking about playing games. Obviously, check this out.
What I do.
There we go.
I'm a gamer.
Here we go
I
again.
always want to be a gamer, and I
Big
will
strokes.
continue to do gaming content
Yep.
for as long as I possibly
Very
can.
cool.
I want to repeat that. Okay? I'm going to continue to make gaming content for as long as I possibly can.
That's a threat, by the way, to the gaming community at large. You have, and this is why gamers are truly the most oppressed people on the planet. Because people like DSP invade the space and ruin the entire industry from the ground up to such an extent that you're literally not allowed to have good games anymore. How meaningful is that? Actively threatening all the gamer fans right now.
I don't want to stop playing games and sharing those experiences with you because I love it. It's my passion. Even if all of a sudden I started making thousands of dollars a stream opening Pokemon packs and collecting Pokemon cards, and then I expanded out to do Magic the Gathering and One Piece and Yu-Gi-Oh! And that was overwhelming my content, I would still play video games even if they weren't very profitable. Why? Because I love it.
but we spend so much time on stream not playing games now. I honestly struggle to even consider him a gamer at this point, because it's so clear that it's background noise to such an extent it might as well not exist whatsoever. It's secondary to every other gimmick he's pushing to make money. This guy's not a gamer. It's like being a music enjoyer, but you never actually sit and listen to music. You just have it on in the background at all times of the day. You're not like, that's not music enjoyment. Maybe I'm being pedantic and specific, but I don't think that you should just be able to say that you're part of these communities, or however you want to call it, a fan of something, when you're just as casualized, to call it like DSP, as DSP is. Thank you, Skyhook, for the 5. Saying, if I wasn't for Mr. Gold and Kino Casino, or if it wasn't for Mr. Gold and Kino Casino, he would have struggled a lot harder than he is now. Absolutely. We needed the Kino bump. We needed the Asmon bump. That's what, you know, pushed us over the next hill so that we could continue to ride whatever grift is next. I really wish people would quit giving him the time of day. For a long time, they didn't. And then all of a sudden, they did. It's a terrible life we live, I guess, as detractors. Watching the guy, of course. Thank you, Irisel. That's how I'm saying it. For the 2. Saying he openly said to Darziak and PPP he hates games. Well, and there's that. It's whatever the narrative has to be to make more money and make ourselves look better in the current moment. You know what it is with DSP. I hate video games. I love video games. I don't want to do Pokemon card packs all day. I would love to do Pokemon card packs all day.
I want to do what I love.
I want to do what I love. I have to do what you guys want me to do to make money. I'm my own boss. I have to do what you guys want on stream, or I don't make a living.
As a creator, there's a lot of creators out there. They're only in it for the money. Therefore, when they see the bag, they take the bag and they run with it, and they don't give a shit about anything else.
He literally just on the daily rep said he's going to continue to do the Pokemon cards if you don't give him money for variety content. What the fuck?
Why do you think you have these YouTubers who blow up, then they retire? What do you mean retire? You're in your 30s. You're retiring? Are you retarded? What it shows is you never cared. You literally did it just because you wanted to blow up, grab the bag, run away with it, and now you don't care about the content you ever put out. All you wanted to do was make money.
DSP cannot fathom having experiences and enjoyment outside of the internet and making content. It's genuinely such a foreign idea to him that the idea of people making enough money to live happily for the rest of their lives doing other things, it's off-putting. He doesn't even understand the concept. Can't fathom it whatsoever. You wanna have a kid? Ew, and a wife, and have a nice like a nice house and provide for them? Weird. Spend time with them? No. You have to make dog water fucking gaming content for speds on the internet. That's what's robust and meaningful. That's what life's about.
For me, I will literally keep streaming for as long as I possibly can, as long as it stays fun. I remain relevant to some kind of an audience, and everyone enjoys what I'm doing.
That audience is us, by the way. The real reason that DSP will never quit is because in his mind, as long as he's relevant to someone, he must continue to stream. And there's never going to be a time where he's, lacking in retardation to such a point that people don't make fun of him. It's just not going to happen. He's physically incapable of it. Thank you to Rebsy for the 5. Saying, so PewDiePie, Matt, and MatPat are regarded for retiring early and want to spend more time with their family. Logic 100. Yeah, exactly. Those are the exact type of people that he is actively pointing to when he's shitting on them for retiring. Meanwhile, they have aspirations and hobbies and interests that far supersede making fucking content for a speds on the internet. Legitimately, PewDiePie learning how to program and taking care of his family is, I would argue, far more meaningful in the grand scheme than making gaming videos for people online. Sorry, if you enjoy PewDiePie content and wanted him to continue.
I want to keep streaming games. Now, it may not be the same kind of games. All right, you have to understand that. But it's still going to be fun, and we're still going to keep doing what we're doing. All right? So don't worry about that. And again, some people are like, well, we're concerned. You're not going to play games anymore. You're playing less games. Right now, I'm not playing less games. What I'm doing is I'm juggling different games.
He's just quitting more games.
And here's where the concern comes in for me, right? I have this audience of people who come and say, Phil, we want you to keep playing games that aren't Pokemon, You're doing too much Pokemon
Meme
content.
review is meaningful
Okay.
content.
So
Yeah,
yesterday,
that's fair enough.
we had a whole stream of Resident Evil Code Veronica X.
Was
where
it
I made
meaningful enough to
$60
not have a family, though?
the entire stream?
I don't know. I don't
I
think
was
so.
streaming from 11 a.m. till 4 p.m.
Oh my gosh. 11 to 4 p.m. That's like a full work day, dude. Except it's not even close.
$60. So if you don't want me to do Pokemon content,
This guy worked for 6 hours. Call it work, by the way. Work in quotations, because he's fucking playing video games and barely operating OBS. And just rambling like a psychopathic old man, which every old man can do, so it's not a skill. Works for 6 hours and makes $60. Yeah, I mean, a little under the normal pay
Where were
scale,
you?
but
then I streamed 2 hours of TCG Card Shop Sim, and I made $300. Well, just under $300 in 2 hours. Do you see? It's this simple. Actions
this
speak
simple.
louder than words.
yo, I said that. You guys remember when I said that earlier in the stream? You guys fucking remember? It was a little while ago now, like an hour ago, but I said that. He literally stole that from me.
You can talk as much as you want
Yeah,
about
where were
too much
you?
Pokemon content, too much
Exactly,
trading card
Chody, you
content,
understand.
Not enough gaming, and then
These
I
people
do the
aren't
gaming
stepping
that's
up.
not that, and it doesn't do well. So what did you expect would happen, right? Did you really expect that I would continue to do the content that's not doing well, right? I mean, I'm going to. Here's the thing. I'm going to keep playing Resident Evil. I'm not going to stop playing the game because I do like it a lot. But that's what happens is things that do well get more attention and will continue to happen. Things that aren't doing
because
well.
you care more about the money than you do about playing games that you actually enjoy and want to continue. That is the complaint. That's actually the argument. We've sat here for ages in this one clip defending that is not the case, and then just outright admitting that it is the case afterwards. And this is why I say all the time that DSP content is actually just a waste of time and air, because he will defend something to the nth degree, and then as soon as the conversation is over, he's going to flip-flop because he actually needs you to give him more money.
Will be phased out until we find things that will do well to replace them. That's called business. And I get it. A lot of people are like, well, I thought this was your hobby. It is, but it's also my job. All right. That's the reality of it. I'm not some 20-year-old who streams casually in his free time, and this is his
That's
hobby.
me.
He makes no money on it, and he can do whatever he
Oh.
wants. This is my job. I have to
that's
do
me.
what works. I have to move with the trends. I have to change and improve for the better, and I have to phase things out that don't work. That's called business. That's how it works, and that's how you stay successful. So,
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, if your hobby becomes your job, is it still your hobby? Like, I guess if you still do it in your free time, but I feel like most people that make their hobbies their jobs do not want to do their hobby in their free time.
simply put, I hear all of the feedback, I acknowledge it, and I welcome you for it. I want to keep
Also, it's not his hobby. He only does it for work. ESP exclusively has gone out of his way to say that he avoids playing video games off of stream because he spends too much time playing them for the stream. So no, it's genuinely not his hobby. It's only his work. The only time DSP plays money is plays video games is for money.
receiving the feedback. However, actions speak louder than words. If you don't want the
You said
Pokemon
it again.
content and you don't want the cards,
Pay me.
actually show up to the other streams.
Pay me to not do it. Pay to get out of your punishment. That's what he's asking for. That's the way that this whole thing is designed.
That aren't Pokemon. Come tonight to the stream where I'm going to do Steam testing games, and come and support that stream and suggest games and be a part of that. Later this week, be there for Star Fox when I start the new Star Fox game. Show up to Friday Night Fights and, support fighting games. Actually,
How did Friday Night Fights go last night, team? Can you let me know? Did he do good? Were we yelling and raging and salty, or how did that go? Please inform me, because I don't watch
there
it.
for Resident Evil
Is
tomorrow
Bode
when I
here?
play
Bode,
it.
could you tell me how he
And then
did?
maybe I'll be like, okay, see, there's a point. They don't want the Pokemon all the time. But if I do those streams and they do so poorly versus when I'm doing the Pokemon stuff, do you see how that's very contradictory? I hope this makes sense. And I'm trying to listen. If anyone has some kind of rationale, I'd love to hear it. But I'm not really hearing much besides, but we just don't like Pokemon content. Okay, but I'm running a business. I'm not doing hobby streaming. This is
Right. So then this isn't your hobby, and this is your business, and this is your job, and that's what's taking precedent over your passion and hobby for video games. That again, just flip-flopping back and forth actively. Where they're like Italy in World War II, right? DSP cannot pick a fucking side to fight for, bud.
to make money, to make a
Bode
living,
confirming
to
he was
support my
raging
family,
a decent amount last
to
night.
keep
Thank you,
stuff
Bode,
going,
for responding to the
How do you
call.
think
I know
afford
you've seen the
everything? How do you
Bode
think I
light in
buy
the
all
sky.
games? How do you think I pay for the internet? How do you think I do that? Because I make money. I have to make money,
Have to make money.
not stream.
I need
5,
7
6 hours
figures.
and
How can I monetize these people?
$60 because people apparently don't want
I
Code
need 7
Veronica, despite
figures.
the fact they asked me for it for like 2 weeks straight because they said Code Veronica X is coming out next year. Play it, so I do, and then no one shows up for it. I don't know what else to say. Okay, so it's that simple. All right, now.
Thank you to Luigi's Nair for the 5, saying never plays video games off stream, but it instantly opens packs in his free time. Yeah, you're fucking right. I didn't even put that together. He actually has a bigger hobby now in collecting cards and opening Pokemon packs off of stream than he does for video games. But this is the rant that you got this week. This one right here. Fucking 32 minutes long, where he tells you that he absolutely loves video games, will always play video games, has always been a passionate gamer, but he has to go where the money is. But he doesn't play video games in his free times. In his free time, instead he just opens packs anyway. How meaningful? What a true and honest, realist motherfucker on the internet, you guys.
Quasar says it's not just
Thank
about
you
showing
for
up, though, 'cause
the
even if you have
5.
lots of views,
Luigi's
that doesn't
Nair.
count
I
if people
appreciate it.
aren't paying you. I just said support. You have to understand it's 3 factors of success, right? Attendance, engagement, support. Doesn't matter how many bear viewers I have. I could have
Is this
10,000
how
viewers
you
on my
honor
stream.
the
Right?
How many
House
bear
and
viewers
pride
do I
of man.
have? Are any of you bears? And I don't mean in the large, hairy, homosexual way. I mean a literal bear. Because that's what DSP has. A bunch of bear viewers. Thank you, Redbird, for the gifted 1. I really appreciate it. Big ups. And it went to Wave Man, a cool guy.
Right now, if no one's talking and supporting the content, it doesn't matter how many viewers you have. If you don't have engagement, meaning if you're streaming to an audience but no one pays attention to what you're doing, you're failing. Okay? Or if
But DSP told Wings to not worry about the numbers. It doesn't matter how many people you have watching. It doesn't matter how many people are viewing the videos, as long as you're making your money. But here's DSP saying the opposite. Weird. Interesting.
I'm streaming to an audience of 10 people and one person drops $100, well, that's good for me. That's not good for the longevity of the content. What's happened is over the course of this month, people are showing up, engaging, and supporting this content. It's not, oh, I'm streaming to 10 people and they're dumping buckets of money on me. There's an audience for Pokemon content. There's an audience for the cards. They're here for it. See what I'm saying? It is a combination of factors, not just one. Buffalo Bill, another $2 super chat I'm not going to read, but thanks for $2. And Weesnaw, thank you so much for 4 months as a member. I really appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Okay.
All right.
In the meantime,
Good talk, guys. We really came to a conclusion, right?
I just received another $200 tip. I'm not kidding. Another $200 tip just came in, and this person says, let's break the record then.
Right. This is exactly what we were talking about. It's one individual who is paying for this. Meanwhile, nobody wants to watch it, and the views are down.
Okay. So
Yeah, exactly. This means the
with
content
that
is good,
$200
obviously.
tip, okay, let's do the math. First off, that means
Oh fuck,
another
we really are gonna have to take off the Pokemon socks to count on our toes now, aren't we? He couldn't do 500 by 50. What do you think? What do you think? Fucking 700 by 50 is gonna look like?
bonus pack for contribution over 50.
Yeah, it's an additional 4. That's
Now, we're
literally
already
it.
at 500.
Just add
So now we
4.
go
DSP, we were
550,
already at
600,
12.
650, 700. That's another 4 packs. Okay.
He really did count on his fucking. He really did. I'm sorry, that's probably loud. I try to look away when I do those so that they don't come directly through. But genuine disappointment, hand on face. I don't.
And that's a $100 contribution in one go, which means that's another pack of these specialty packs.
Oh,
So we're gonna be
shit,
doing
another
2 of
gate kept
one of the
one.
other. And we're going to open 14 packs of the Mega
Yeah,
Evolution.
he's a toe counter. He can't divide.
We're opening 18 packs of cards right now, which absolutely positively is the new record.
You can't multiply
Okay.
either because
This
you
is
can't get
nuts,
her
and we're
pregnant.
about to do it,
Blah.
too. Well, one person tipped $1.50, says, I say screw it, just become a PokeTuber. You're a natural at it. You're more interesting than other PokeTubers. You hit the algorithm hard. You're honestly a natural at this. Don't let a few hesitant people
You're
keep you
a
shackled to an
natural at
old version
this.
of Phil. I pay no attention to it. I don't even know what PokeTubers are out there or what they do. I don't know anything about them.
I've never looked into a similar style of content. I just started winging it and not giving a fuck. And it seems to be working out, I guess. Genuinely his strategy. This guy prides himself on being some sort of real professional businessman style streamer that's reliable and serious and all of that nonsense. But every time he goes into doing a new style of content, apparently he never looks into it whatsoever, doesn't familiarize himself with the style, just goes in winging it and trusting in the process. I don't think those two things are compatible in any capacity. I think they are actually diametrically I went to use the big word and then I blubbed it. I think they're opposites.
Again, it's kind of like people are like, oh, the FGC, the FGC.
Diametrically opposed is what I was looking
fighting
for.
games.
There
I don't
we go.
care if, who watches, how they criticize. Oh, you don't do it like the FGC does. Yeah, I don't care. I just make content for me and my audience. I don't give a shit about communities and stuff, not asking to be a part of it.
I don't give a shit about the communities that actually, fund the community at large and the content creators in them. I don't give a fuck about the people that are actually interested in the topic at hand. Why would I care about what they have to say or think? It's almost like because you might not have the success that you desire if you don't also make content that is for them. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this isn't rocket science, but sometimes it's really difficult to explain the bare fucking basics.
All right. When I started making the content for fighting games around 2009, 2010, it was Street Fighter 4, the FGC hated my guts because I wasn't doing it the way they were. I wasn't breaking down the game and analyzing it analytically and saying, this is how you win and this is how you do it. I wasn't putting out high-level tournament footage of me beating people. None of that. It was just me fucking around playing the game online. And I was getting insane success from it, and they were all pissy about it because they were like, why is he not a pro player, but he's so successful compared to us? They hated it.
Well, they probably hated it in the same way that most people hate DSP, in that they just think that he's an embarrassing, pathetic, undeserving individual who they can't quite understand how the pig roach luck worked out in such a way that he gets to continue to exist, especially in the way that he does. If you want to call that hating and jealousy or whatever, I think that's I think you're kind of misrepresenting what the stance actually is.
The fact that I'm doing these streams and I'm making all this bank on it, right? I'm doing very
he sucks, and people don't get how he sucks and still lives
well for myself. And people are, but all he's doing is opening Pokemon cards. He's not even giving the cards away. So what? It's my content. I'll do however I want. I'll open the pack and I'll burn the cards on stream. I'll flush them down the toilet if I want.
He's just such a spiteful.
Because that's the content that I want to put out, and people like it and support it. So tough shit.
Yep.
If you don't like that, you are free to spend your own money on however you want and make your own content and do it your way. And let's see if you can be as successful as I am. In fact,
It's just such a level of self-entitlement to think that no one ever gets to criticize you simply because you're doing your own thing. Like, you're not allowed to be criticized. That just flat out, DSP is immune. And that's why he has to validate the criticism that he's willing to address. Is because he genuinely thinks that he is outside of criticism. Everybody else is within the bounds, but because he's such a unique, snowflake-style individual that no one, the likes of him has never existed, he is outside of this.
Here you are. Go for it right now. Do what I'm doing and see if you can make a buck. I'm happy for you. But all I know is I'm successful at it, so why do I give a shit about your criticism?
I have money, so why would I care about your criticism? I have money. How could you even criticize me? That's a very normal, mentally level style headed take. I you know what? This is how everyone exists, right?
I don't. All right, guys. Well, guess what? Obviously, this wasn't intended. But
yeah, well, exactly. I'm digging a trench with a coffee spoon, and no one can say anything to me because I do whatever I want. It's my trench. Dig your own fucking trench if you don't like the way I'm digging mine. I guess, buddy. It's just, that's a stupid way to exist.
We have an insane amount of cards to open. We have to open. How many?
Right.
I've already lost track.
We already lost track. We're going to have to count again.
Because we hit the 250, and then we had $200 contributions. So that's 3. So we're doing 15 packs of Mega Evolution, and then we're doing
I had to look away from the screen. Did he count with his fingers?
Okay.
I genuinely looked away.
At this rate, I guess we're going to be buying more cards again because I don't have another box. So I guess I have to buy more.
It was just like automatic. I didn't even do it on purpose. He started saying numbers and I like had to find something else to look at. Thank you, Skirt Cobain, for the 2. If this is success, I hate to see his failure. Well, included in his success is a literal fucking bankruptcy and years upon years of back taxes. So genuinely, what does failure look like? How far does it go? Thank you for the 2. And Bo Fair for the 5, saying DSP will rant for hours and e-beg to open Pokemon cards. DSP, go outweigh, crash out. Goes out of his way to crash out all the time. This is why he got one long rant for DSP. Crazy work. Yes, thank you for the 5. He does... But he doesn't care about any of this. The crash outs are completely non-existent because he doesn't care about what anybody says any of the time about him. He's his own unique, you know?
And then let's start talking about this.
Unrelated to Pokemon. We're finally getting away from Pokemon. You're all welcome. I wanted to ensure that we talked about at least something other than fucking Pokemon. I didn't even care if we looked at Mina the Hollower gameplay today. If that's what it came down to, we were going to talk about something. And luckily... I guess Rockstar decided to release information about GTA 6. Okay, I'm not a Rockstar enjoyer. I'm not looking forward to GTA 6. I'm fully prepared to hate. I haven't been looking forward to GTA 6 since at least 2016. But apparently, according to the guy, they are scamming on a level that is completely unprecedented. You couldn't even imagine the scam that Rockstar was trying to pull over on everyone, basically. Because, of course, everyone is going to buy GTA 6. They have to. It's obligatory. Like Pokemon cards and the Sun.
GTA pre-order debacle. Are you ready? I'm ready to start talking about it if you guys
Historical scamming. Okay. Exactly. It's going to go into the annals of history. They're going to print infinite money until the heat death of the universe,
gentlemen,
basically.
The wait is over. All of the GTA 6 information, including the pricing, the tiers, and editions of the game, and more, is finally available right now on the internet.
I like that he calls that all of the information, by the way, and another list of 2, if you caught that. That's all of the information. He just wanted to know the price and the tiers, as though that's the most important part of the game. I think that genuinely speaks to the consumer side of DSP. Like he is. That's what he cared about. The actual gameplay is completely irrelevant. He doesn't care about any of that.
And apparently the pre-orders will start tonight at midnight. It is currently June 24th, so yes, 12 a.m. June 25th, you will be able to pre-order Grand Theft Auto 6. The good news is that probably means it's actually coming out in November as promised. It's going to be kind of lame if they take all these pre-orders, then they delay it another 6 months. So I do actually feel like the game will be coming out this fall, finally, okay? Now, you might say, well, what are the details and what is the controversy? Is there any, okay? Well, the thing...
Yeah, people show up and they go, what's the controversy? If there is, of course. Is there controversy? I don't even know. I just showed up ready to be angry, I guess. Thank you, Redbird, for the 2. He's just jealous of Rockstar Money Printer is all. Well, it's hard not to be jealous of the Rockstar Money Printer, but kind of in a similar way to DSP in that they're kind of shitters, and I don't quite understand how they're allowed to do that. People let them, but it's fine. It's cool.
The details are kind of interesting because there's a lot of things that are being announced that I think people weren't expecting. We're going to look at it right now together, but also... if you didn't know, it seems like there's a scam involved.
Oh,
I'm
no.
not kidding when I say it looks like Rockstar is trying to pull a giant fast one on the entire gaming community at large. And because GTA is such a big game, because undoubtedly so many people are going to pre-order this game just on the basis of it being Grand Theft Auto, they may actually pull off the biggest scam in gaming history, and people might not even be aware.
Rockstar pulling heists in real life before GTA 6, I guess. That's what he's trying to pitch here. But I do enjoy that DSP is the biggest mark in the history of humanity. And he has this weird knack of calling out other people's scams that he's completely misrepresenting and not understanding himself because he's too stupid, while simultaneously falling for the easiest scams on the entire planet and being upsold in everything all of the time in real life. It really is so amusing to me.
So I want to expose it today so you know what's going on, okay? Let's take a look at the details of Grand Theft Auto 6 and its pre-order, shall we? So...
he really did think he was onto something, and that's why this clip is 40 fucking minutes long.
It looks like
because he's going to say the same thing 100 times.
Fix it, sorry. That's not the screen I'm on right now.
Professional streamer, by the way.
Much better. Okay. My apologies for this being so bright. It's a white screen, right? So, Grand Theft Auto 6 pre-orders are officially announced. Let's talk all about them. So,
okay, I was going to let it slide, but what an odd thing to apologize for. I'm sorry the web page is bright. Okay.
Launching November 19th, the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S. That's right. 100%
like, I guess you could use dark mode,
PC
but if you didn't, why mention it?
Despite the fact that almost every major game now has a simultaneous PC console launch, they decided we're not going to do that. You might say, well, why were they going to hold off? It's very simple. They want to sell the game twice. So they want everyone to buy it either on a PlayStation 5 or an Xbox first, and then maybe 6 months down the road, maybe 8 months down the road, you know what they're going to do. They're going to sell it again when they put it out on PC. Oh, now it has the best graphics, the best performance. So,
once again, DSP is going to show you how they're trying to scam, but then actively showing you in his description exactly the type of scam that he falls for on a regular basis. How many copies of Street Fighter 6 does this guy own? I know it's kind of unrelated, but he's prone to purchasing multiples of the same copy as well, is he not? Thank you to Wandering Ghost for the 5, saying, imagine he never found YouTube but was hired by Kotaku as a gaming journalist, LOL. That way he can just continue to hate every game. But that's a hard thing to imagine because that would require DSP to, like, take the time to write something and have it be coherent in like a textual format. And I actually think that that's beyond his capabilities. Ranting into a camcorder pointed at his TV screen while making nonsense commentary is legitimately, I think, his skill level. But I get what you're going for. That probably would be a better fit for him.
fully expect everyone to rush and buy this in November, and then PC gamers to rush and buy it again the next year. Double profits for Rockstar, right? So it is absolutely confirmed the launch price will be $79.99. That's right. Remember, a lot of people were wondering.
And there's that highlight again that I pointed out, I want to say on the last stream. I've seen a lot of people screen share in my time on the internet. I've never seen anyone use a multicolored highlight on their fucking web pages. That is, he can do all of that. He could go out of his way to get the extension for multicolored highlighting, but he doesn't have dark mode enabled on his browser, and he doesn't ever seem to have images relevant to the things that he's talking about in his OBS ready for the stream. And they're scheduled segments. How does he decide what he puts time into when it comes to the stream? I genuinely don't understand it. I don't get it. We spend time organizing fucking Pokemon cards while off stream, but we can't actually figure out how OBS works?
How much it was going to be. The rumor was, what the hell did I just do? I don't even know. The rumor was they were going to make this.
Yeah, 17 wrist rests. Legitimately trying to find the balance of the perfect ratio of wrist rest softness to durability to comfort factor or whatever the fuck so that we could be better at Black Ops 6. But we can't pull up JPEGs on OBS, dude.
$100. And it was going to be the first mainstream video game that was going to sell for $100. And everyone said Rockstar could pull that off. That if they sell GTA 6 for $100, they'll actually make it. People will buy it anyway because it's GTA and people have been waiting so long. They're going to buy it for that much anyway. Well, they did not sell it for $100. They're selling it for $80.
Okay.
$80. That pricing sounds familiar.
We had to hit the thinking pose on $80.
What was the last major AAA game to try to be sold for $80 base price? Oh, yeah, Mario Kart World. That's right. At the launch of the Switch 2 last year, Mario Kart World sold for $79.99. Now, Nintendo tried to spin this.
He knows he doesn't have to pay full price for games, right? He knows that if he doesn't like the pricing, he can just wait. And that, like, the price goes down eventually. Or maybe it doesn't, and in which case you just don't play the fucking game, which is probably for the best. But
acting like, oh, well, Mario Kart World has so much content and is the biggest Mario Kart ever, it justifies the extra $10 price that we're adding to it for seemingly no reason.
No, you were paying... He doesn't even understand. He's just paying the Nintendo tax. It's the same fucking thing with his disappointment in the... I want to say Firefox, Star Fox remake. You're paying the Nintendo tax. That's why the remake is $50 instead of something that would be more reasonable like $30.
They said that Mario Kart World would have an amazing, open, innovative, and immersive world with all this extra content and all of this amazing stuff. Now, anyone who played Mario Kart World already knows that's complete bullshit. They lied. Nintendo mismarketed their game to try to justify an extra $10 of profit that they easily pocketed because this was the launch title for Switch 2 and everyone bought it. Mario Kart World does have an open world and it's completely empty. There's no point to doing anything in it because it doesn't unlock anything in the game of any significance. It's just a time waster. There's no campaign. There's no reason to ever do any open world content. You just drive around between races, wasting your time. So really, Nintendo ripped everyone off at the launch of Switch 2 for $10 extra, and arguably people...
Yep, you got ripped off on the Switch 2 for...
People who have played Mario Kart World all agree it's actually the worst Mario Kart in recent history. It's a really bad game. So, yeah, Nintendo definitely...
And he still bought it. Didn't he buy 2 Switch 2s? He supports the biggest scammers in his eyes every single time, but then wants to rant and rave all about it and how much they're scamming when new things are coming out. I think he Redbird for the 2 saying, would you watch an RTU clip for 50 gifted? Ha ha. I don't know in my conscience that I could put you guys through that, especially unplanned, because so many RTU clips are actually just boring as sin. But 50 gifted is a lot. I would expect a lot of people to leave. You have to email me behind the scenes, I think.
The fast one on its customer base. So,
Thank you, Redbird, for the 2. I appreciate
comparing
it.
that with the launch of Grand Theft Auto 6, I mean, GTA 6 is one of the most, if not the most anticipated games of all time.
Right.
Arguably, we know that it's going to have tons of content, and eventually we'll probably have a
Do we know that? Genuinely, do we know that GTA 6 is going to have tons of content? I don't think that you could actually make that argument to me.
free Grand
I don't think that we have seen, and I don't know why I hit unpause that and then just to repause it. I don't know that I've seen that much. I don't know that they've disclosed that much information. They could say anything that they would like.
Theft Auto Online mode that will be included as part of the game. Can you justify the $79.99 price tag? Maybe. It really depends. Like, if GTA 6 comes out and it's actually shorter than GTA 5 was.
Which it totally could be, which would totally refute the idea that it's going to have tons of content, you fucking ignoramus. And this is why you can't even go to this guy to read fucking Kotaku articles. Because he, like, inserts himself with so much fucking nonsense that, you would be better off just reading the fucking article.
Then is it worth an extra $10? Is it because of inflation, perhaps? Say, well, pricing now is different. Money's not worth as much. I don't know. But like I said, Rockstar easily could have sold this for $100, and I feel like it would
They
have.
easily could have sold this for $100. Buddy, they couldn't even sell it to me for $60. So I don't, like, this kind of just broad blanket claims that DSP is putting on everybody else as though they are also just as prone to FOMO and having to experience the next thing as he is. I really hate when consumers like this think that everybody else exists like this. And maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I'm letting the guy get to me. Thank you, JB, for the 5. Saying he tried this with Star Fox by saying that it was supposed to have tons of new content when Nintendo's dedicated presentation mentioned it was a remake. Yeah, I heard that during his pre-stream. I didn't know to what extent they actually ever claimed that there was going to be that much new content. Like, he was like, oh, they added a multiplayer mode and some extra challenges. Well, what is that worth? Nothing. As though anything in any game is ever worth anything. It seemed like a really dumb, stupid argument to make to cover his own ass for hyping it up and then being disappointed.
Sold for $100.
Thank you for the 5. JB, I appreciate it.
I guess maybe they feel like they can get a little bit extra out of the, gaming populace, but maybe they can't go too crazy right now, especially.
He's a mushmouth. It's true. I am.
Wallets are a little tight. So that's kind of interesting. However, there is a Ultimate Edition that they are selling.
Of course,
for
there
$99.99.
Right.
So wait, they are selling the game for $100, right? So you might say, well, what's included in the Ultimate Edition that's not included with the Standard Edition? Good question. Let's find out. Because Rockstar updated their website to show all of the Ultimate Edition content to see what you're going to be getting for an extra $20.
Now, mind you, this is what you're going to be getting. This is what DSP is going to be getting. And he's absolutely buying the $100 version on day one. He's going to have that shit pre-ordered, okay? Because he is Mr. FOMO. He's going to have it pre-ordered. If they let him pre-download it, he's going to buy the $100 edition, and he's never going to talk about it again, basically. That's just the way that it's going to be.
The Ultimate
He's
Edition.
going to justify it by saying that he's a content creator. He has to tell you guys whether or not it's worth it, and it's part of his job or whatever. But it's for him. It's because he wants to have the stuff, because he's a consumer and a collectivist. Collector is that's what I'm looking for.
Learn more.
Collectivist.
So what will you get? Let me show you. You'll get this. A car. You'll get this. Guns. You'll get this. Personalized variants of guns. What else will you get? Clothes. Well, you'll also get new safe house vehicles. You'll get a Ganado retro build car and Ride Out Customs, so more cars. You'll get hair. That's right. Hair. You'll get hair to put on your characters. Amazing. You'll get the Shih Tzu Squallow. I know you want the Shih Tzu Squallow. Who doesn't want a Shih Tzu Squallow? I have 3 of them in my backyard already. I can't wait to have a 4th.
And like they're selling cosmetics. Yes, DSP. This actually, so far, you would just not buy this. You would just buy this fucking $80 version if you were going to purchase this game, because if you don't want the cosmetics, they don't matter. Like, that would actually just be the answer.
The stock 305 clothing store. Who wouldn't want?
Yeah,
that
woman
leopard
cited.
print?
Scroll.
Who wouldn't want
Get her out of here.
what is that thing called?
I don't know if you
those are
guys saw,
called.
but it said unisex on the screen. Get it out of here. Gotta move
wouldn't
it on.
want the 67 Vapid Dominator buggy? Amazing. How about the electric fang tattoo? I want 3 or 4 of those on my body. Now, I'm too much of a wimp to get them in real life, but now I can have them in the game. Who doesn't want electric fang tattoos? Now, oh my God. One-eyed Willie. Now they've done it.
I mean, this is I would never purchase this because I don't think that this is important, but there is a fair few amount of cosmetics and freebies that you do get. Like, if you're trying to get your bang for your buck, I suppose this isn't the worst argument I've ever fucking seen.
Everything else up to now.
I
is
don't
just
recommend
icing
you
on the
fucking
cake.
do that,
when
though.
You're telling me that in the Ultimate Edition of GTA 6, I could have One-Eyed Willie, I gotta bite. Okay. Are you seeing a pattern? You see the pattern, right? Good time gear.
Cosmetics are a scam.
PTT Youngins Illegal Goods Store, huh? Classic car collection. Okay,
Well-
wait a minute. Hold on.
Well, I would call them a scam, but if you fall for them, like,
$20 extra.
you
So what
fucking
you're
deserve.
telling me is for $20 extra, you're just going to give me some very simple customizable things that aren't needed for the game, because if you don't buy them, you're not going to have them. You can still play the game. It's not like, oh, you need these to complete the game, or these are going to cheat in the game. No, they're just going to be like visual things. You know what I'm saying? You know, any game that has microtransactions, you can buy skins, you can buy new cars. Exactly what it is. So what they've done is they're monetizing the kind of similar stuff that you would buy for GTA Online, and they're turning it into content for GTA 6's single-player game. Does that make sense?
Right.
It's not going to matter.
This is not an original idea whatsoever. Selling cosmetics in the single player fucking campaign is not new or revolutionary in any capacity whatsoever. And companies have been putting cosmetics and skins in their single player fucking games and putting them in the Ultimate Edition as a $15-20 upcharge for years. What are we talking about?
Like, who cares if you have extra hairstyles, a classic car?
Oh, did he skip over 2 missions in there? That's pretty
or
funny.
One-Eyed Willie? It's the same game. Normally, this kind of content.
If there's missions in there, honestly, again, you're getting a better value. I still wouldn't necessarily encourage the practice. I wouldn't pay for them myself, but I've seen bigger price tags for less content. If I'm being real, as a huge Rockstar hater,
you get the bonus content. So there's incentive to pre-order the game. In this case, they're charging you $20 extra for simple customizables that don't matter and won't really affect the game. Is that content worth $20 to you? It's up to your own discretion. For me, I really don't think at all I need any of that content. I don't think I'm spending money on it. Like, I doubt I'm even going to care. I'm just going to grab the car out of the street like everybody else and drive it around. I'm just going to slap some clothes on quickly. I'm not going to spend hours in my wardrobe. So why do I want to spend $20 extra to have this stuff? The answer is, I don't.
Then don't. And this was never worth bringing up. This could have been this is a 10-minute segment. I know I drew it out by talking over it a bunch, but it's a 10.5-minute segment to get to this point when it really could have been a 3-minute segment where he tells you that they're charging $80. It's $100 for the special edition that has cosmetics and a couple of missions in it, but he's not really interested and he's not going to get it. And then we could have talked about anything else. But instead we had to do this entire bit where we go to the website and we scroll through every single one of the cosmetics and try and make some stupid joke that's not funny. Just
Now,
a
you might
waste
say,
time.
Well, that's the Ultimate Edition, right? Well, what about the Collector's Edition? What Collector's Edition? There is none. At least as of now, as of this morning, there's no Collector's Edition. They haven't announced one.
This is
There's
the guy
no-
who bought multiple costumes for Street Fighter 6 characters? Yeah, true. Superfluous stuff that is completely meaningless to the content in and of itself, and you could beat the game without it, but he bought it anyway. Yeah, you're right. But he knew he would never fall for this. Obviously, this doesn't interest him.
statue. There's no car. There's no money bag or San Andreas hat like they had for GTA 5. None. It doesn't exist. Maybe there will be down the line, and they just haven't announced it yet. But as of now, there's nothing. So
They don't
if you're one of
need
those
a
people that
collector's
really likes
edition.
GTA and you couldn't wait, you wanted to spend the extra money to get some cool collectibles and get the special edition. You think maybe it'll be worth something someday?
Why are we worried about collectors of this variety, of this status? I have never once in my fucking life concerned myself with whether or not the people that purchase collector's editions and covet them and value them to this extent are going to be satisfied with the release of products that I'm looking forward to, potentially, right? What the fuck does that have to do with anything? Why do you care about that, DSP? Have you completely lost the plot? Yeah, please think of the collectors. What plastic bullshit are they going to shove into their house and hoard for years to come and try and sell on eBay? Think about them. Why? Why would I do that?
It doesn't exist. Okay? Now, remember how I just said, oh, usually skins or these kind of things in game are for pre-orders. Well, they are. Because if you pre-order the game before November 19th, I think it is, you will
get another
the Vintage
cosmetic.
Vice City pack.
Okay.
You might say, well, what is that? Well, essentially what they've tried to do is combine some of the retro stuff from the actual GTA Vice City universe.
Yeah, that Metal Gear Rising Revengeance lamp that he has is kind of sick and cool. But part of that is purely because it's unique that it has a utility, that it could actually provide some sort of light. But
into this game.
That's honestly one of the rare
kinda
exceptions.
looks like, one of the outfits that would have been worn in Scarface. Or, you know, this guy kind of looks like Magnum
I mean,
PI or
doesn't
something
everyone
like that,
want
right?
the Dead
So what do you
Rising
get?
Collector's
The
Edition
55
torso?
Vapid
Isn't that what we were all
Stanier
coveting?
Car. There it is. The outfits and hairstyles that look like they're straight out of the 1980s. And some guns, I guess. Again, oh, you're the original Kingpin. Again, pattern inspired by Tommy Vercetti's iconic Pawn Tree button-up.
Pawn Tree, his Pawn Tree button-up. I'm going to run that back for you.
Pattern inspired by Tommy Vercetti's iconic Pawn Tree button-up.
Pond
That's
Tree,
it. That's
guess.
what you get for pre-ordering the game. Okay? So you can spend $80 and get the base game. If you pre-order the game, you get the Vice City outfits and the guns. And if you spend $20 extra, you get a whole bunch of
We're doing the
extra
consumerism
outfits, hair,
breakdown.
and cars.
Value per dollar style
That's it.
for everybody.
Okay? That's it. Okay?
That's it.
Now, as you can
Well,
see...
yeah, that's a good point, Wandering Ghost. JPEGs in WWE champions were worth literally thousands of dollars to him. Tens of thousands of dollars. But he's over here acting completely bewildered at the idea of a $20 increase with some cosmetics that you put on your character that you do actually play as. Like, not that I value that very much, but some people do, and they will at least get some use out of them.
Here, I want to call out something because there's two critical things that were announced this morning that a lot of people haven't noticed yet. Okay,
They haven't even
first
noticed.
off,
DSP's first on the
players who
scene.
pre-ordered the digital versions.
He's
can
like that dude in Nightcrawler, that very famous guy that I always forget the name of from Nightcrawler, which is clearly that guy's biggest movie, and he's never been in anything else that big other than Nightcrawler.
Load the game on November 12th. That way, you're ensured that you have the game
Jake Gyllenhaal.
ready to launch on November 19th. I guess that's nice. You want to be able to pre-load the game early, so it's ready to go, and you can.
Sorry,
play
I was
as
trying
soon
to
as
figure it out
unlocks.
myself.
Probably what I'm going to do. However, are you ready for this?
Oh, we're using it. Oh, never mind.
The physical
I thought we were going to use blue to, like, not look the same.
version of Grand Theft Auto 6 containing a download code of the game in the box will be available starting November 12th, 2026 to support preloading. Did you hear what they just said? You can actually buy the physical version of Grand Theft Auto 6 on November 12th. You can actually own GTA 6 physically a week before it actually can be played. You might say, well, how is that possible? Why would they sell the game a week early? People will play it early. Oh, no. because the game's not in the
Doesn't have
box.
the code, right?
You're literally
Again, this isn't anything new though. There's been games in the past that have come with no disc and are just codes that you put in. Like that's becoming the standard. I don't understand why we're like, I don't like it either. I don't think that that's the way that it should be. I think you should get your fucking physical game disc. But to act completely bewildered and as though this has never happened and he's first on the scene in this is insane, dude. Insane. I thank you, Ramen Brahmin, for the 5. Saying $100 is too much for a game and extra cosmetics, but not too much to open a pack of Pokemon cards. Think about it. Ack. No. Don't think about it. You might wisen up to the scam that it's truly being run as the largest scam in history. I do agree, though. That just doesn't make sense.
buying an empty box with a download
Full
code
Christian name is
inside
clearly behind.
that you then put
Jake
into your
Gyllenhaal
console
now? Come
so
on.
you can pre-download the game and wait just like
Must have
everybody else
paused to go pee or
play it
something.
at midnight your local time on the actual release date. So even if you
This
buy
is
the
peak
physical copy of the
manufactured
game,
outrage.
you don't
Probably.
own-
Somebody said earlier that this is clearly like edited clip style slop, and maybe that's why it's also peak manufactured
own the
outrage.
physical copy of the game. All you own is a download code for it. That's a huge issue for a lot of people. I mean, particularly right now, one of the big things going on is the Stop Killing Games movement, where a group of people are trying to force governments to redo their own laws to make it so that when these companies sell you a game digitally, they can't
Right.
just decide one day to shut down the game and now you have no access to it anymore.
Right.
People more and more are leaning toward, we really want to have a physical copy of our games so that we know that we own something, rather than you just deciding one day to delete the license or change the online capabilities, and now we can't play the games that we bought anymore. So the fact that the biggest game, arguably in gaming history, is saying, we don't want to do physical copies and we don't care. No disc for you, codes only, is a huge statement. This is
it, or are we just being kind of a little hyper fixated on a particularly niche thing here? I'm gonna be honest. Like I feel like we're reading a little too deep into this. This is happening. It's been happening. They're doing what everybody else is doing. It's literally cheaper. And there seems to be no downside because people like DSP exist and they're going to buy whatever the fuck, whenever the fuck, for whatever the fuck price. And they really don't care about how the company actually operates.
How
Like,
can
that's
you
just,
kill a
that's the way
god?
that it is now.
What a
I don't know that we're
grand and
making some massive
intoxicating
fucking
innocence.
statement or anything. Thank you to XJS for the 15 months saying, don't abuse the drink, folks. Look what it does. Does entirely rot your brain, clean through, holes and all. He does have a gin-soaked mind. It's true. It's true. Take heed.
something that I have seen coming a long time. And I've been talking about this for years and years.
Yeah, Sony deleting movie digital downloads is a bigger deal. I actually agree, but you would never see DSP talking about that. And instead, we're talking about this because I guess it's our passion for gaming.
That I foresaw that game developers and publishers and producers were going to phase out physical media within the next 5 years. Okay? 100%. This is exactly what they are planning to do. These game manufacturers and or publishers no longer want to make a box, art, and discs because that's extra production cost for them. The internet has now advanced to the point it's easy to digitally download any game. And let's be very honest here. Even when you buy a physical copy of a game, you're not buying a physical copy of a game anyway.
Oh
You
my
are
god.
buying a license.
It's just level 1 information for people who have never, I guess, played video games in their entire life. That's who DSP makes content for. That's the only thing that makes sense here.
It's to play the game. And even if it had a physical disc in it, the game's not even on the disc. When you put that
Can
disc
someone,
into your console
when
or
was the
into your
last time
PC, your
DSP
PC
bought a
has
physical
CD drive
game?
anymore,
Genuinely.
all it does is trigger the game to actually download from the internet. So,
Was it within the last 10 years?
yeah, this is huge. There is no actual physical disc included with GTA 6.
I own this might seem odd, but I own physical PC game discs, and I don't even have a fucking disk drive. When was the last time DSP bought a physical game?
And everyone on the internet's talking about it and freaking out about it. Is this the end of true game ownership? Since GTA 6, the biggest game in over a decade, won't have a physical disc, does this mean
My
every
last
other
PC had
company will now
a
use
disc drive,
this
for the
as their
record.
justification
I'm not
to follow
just
suit and
hoarding
say,
slop.
we don't need to give you a disc either. Everyone from now on just gets a code, and you'll like it, or just don't play our games. I'll be honest. Yes, I actually 100% foresee that's what's going to happen. I think every major company will now use this as their justification to say, we don't need to give you a disc anymore. You're not getting one. Don't ask for one. So consoles now will
Again, I think we're reading too fucking much into this. They were already doing that. They already got rid of the little booklet. They were already getting rid of the discs in some cases, right? And even then, on the disc, like you said, it's just an activation code. Or even before that, it was the base game and you had to update it to even play the fucking game. Like, that's... What are you talking about as though Rockstar is somehow leading the way in this capacity? I don't know what this is.
be digital devices.
And where's
PCs,
the
let's be
scam
honest,
that we weren't
have been
already
solely digital
experiencing?
devices for a while.
Where
I mean,
is he
I've had my
first on
gaming
the
PC for 2
scene?
years. I've never put a disc in it. It doesn't have a disc drive, right? So PC gamers already are there, but now console gamers are getting a big slap of reality right in the face with the launch of GTA 6. The days of physical copies are done. If you're a collector and you love the feel of physical, it's over. If anything, right?
Realistically, if you wanted a physical copy of the game, you really could just do it yourself. Like, you could just make your own physical copies. It would, like,
Now,
if you cared
things
that
like
much.
the Stop Killing Games movement actually
I
are
have
more
a couple.
important than
I have a
ever,
couple of
but
USBs
since it
that
seems like
exist
the entire
simply because they
industry
have
is now
games
going
on
all
them.
digital, we're going to need someone fighting for the rights of gamers to make sure that these companies don't try to pull out the rug from under us
even put them
and
in a
steal all of our
case.
licenses and access to games that we're buying digitally.
I could design the case if I wanted.
Now, as controversial as that sounds, as crazy as that sounds, and as wild as that sounds,
None of that sounded crazy or wild, except for DSP's wild speculation on how every company is following Rockstar despite them not putting out a game in fucking ages.
that's actually not the biggest thing that's going on that people should be aware of with GTA 6. In fact, what I'm seeing is that the biggest, most scandalous, most shocking thing that's going on with the launch of GTA 6 is slipping under the rug, and no one's really talking about it.
Nobody
because
is
everyone's
talking about it.
the fact that there's no physical disc. What am I talking about? Are you ready for this?
Allow me to explain.
Read this paragraph in the middle that most people are skimming over. All right? All Grand Theft Auto 6 pre-orders and purchases before November 20th will include a vintage Vice City pack, a collection of items that flash back to when the neon burned brightest, alongside a free month of GTA Plus for digital pre-orders, which will be the best way to get the most out of the ever-evolving world of GTA Online and instantly redeemable, so that players can
Right.
jump into Grand Theft Auto 5 and other classic Rockstar titles as
I'm a
part of the
god.
GTA Plus games
How can you
library.
kill a god?
Right.
Wait, what?
What a grand and
Thank you, movie sign, for the 18 months and a reason to pause and get a break from the guy. I really do appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. As 18 meaningful months, too. Not even shitty, meaningless months.
Most people are just skimming through that and then getting to the disc part, and they don't, oh, there's no disc. I'm so pissed. Did you hear what they just said? Along with the launch of GTA 6, they're launching
Right.
a new service. It's
Mhm.
called GTA Plus.
Yeah.
Okay? GTA Plus is a new service by which they're saying they're going to provide GTA Online and all of its updates, plus a catalog of classic GTA content, including Grand Theft Auto 5 and other Rockstar titles through a subscription service. And they're going to give you a month of that service for free when you actually subscribe.
Whoa.
Well, that's interesting. It's an interesting concept.
Is it an interesting concept, DSP, or have we yet fallen for another scam? Let's
I
find
know
out.
that it's been a thing already. Like, people are like, oh, it's already a thing. You're right. But never has it actually been like pushed or
You guys are saying Rockstar Plus, GTA Plus is not new. Is this true? Are big GTA heads paying a fucking premium monthly in order to play their goddamn game? Have they already stooped that low? Is this because it's not an original concept? I know many a company have done this prior. But is Rockstar, have they already been doing this? Yeah, I'm getting confirmation. Yes. Okay. So what are we talking about? I was already pissed because it's not an original concept. But if the company's literally already been doing it, this guy's the most uninformed informer I've ever seen. They get a movie sign for the 5, saying no one is talking about it except our crack investigative reporter Philip Bloodhound Burnell. Get bent, Dave. Yeah, I love Philip P.I. PPPI, I like to call him. He does the best investigations I've ever seen. All of the logic is always flawless and completely sound in every aspect.
put out there in this manner, like most people don't even know GTA Plus exists. Okay? This is going to say if you pre-order GTA 6, you just get GTA Plus for free. Oh, well, that's cool. I get something for free? Ha ha ha, wait a minute. Did you actually think you're going to get something for free and there's no strings attached? You must be born yesterday, right? Like, you must really be ignorant and gullible if you actually think that Rockstar has good intentions and they're just going to give you something for free.
No, you didn't get it for free. You already hit the prerequisite with the pre-order purchase. It already wasn't free.
Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to present to you what I feel is one of the biggest, if not the biggest scam in gaming history. You ready for this?
Yeah, it's a free trial. Okay, go ahead. Show us the fine print,
People
DSP. Pull it up.
Went into the details for the pre-order and found this statement.
Oh, I thought nobody was talking about this. What the fuck just happened to that narrative we were pushing? I thought he was some crack. Dude, my heart is shattered. My reality destroyed. I was over here believing in PPPI, Phil's investigative journalism, and this is what other people have found?
Pre-order Grand Theft Auto 6 and get 1 month of GTA Plus on PlayStation 5 at no extra cost. Subscription continues until canceled. What? Subscription continues until canceled.
You know when you sign up for a free trial and they ask you for your card? It's actually so that when you forget about the trial, it continues to go through. That's been a thing on the internet for as long as I've been on it, which I guess is a short amount of time in comparison to Philip over here. But again, none of this is a new concept. None of this is worth talking about. When they prompt you with a free trial and they ask you to put your fucking card in, you either do it because you know that that's what's gonna happen and you're fine with it, or you fucking leave. Or you remember to cancel it by the end of the month. Those are your options. But what are you fucking talking for?
But when did I subscribe? When did I actively
when you signed up for the account, when you put your email and password and they ask for your card.
GTA 6, I'm telling you, I want GTA 6.
Yeah, and you have to have an account to play online.
You're just going to include a month of GTA Plus, this subscription service, for free, gratis, right? Oh, we're giving you a favor. Here, have it for a month. See if you...
Gratis? Is this dude speaking foreign languages now? He can't even speak his fucking own. But he's speaking foreign languages?
Like it. Great. When did I say that I wanted a subscription service to GTA Plus? Never. All I want is to pre-order GTA 6. Well, guess what? You can't. Rockstar is making it a mandatory bundle that if you pre-order Grand Theft Auto 6, you have to get GTA Plus included, and you have to actively remember to cancel the subscription. If you don't, they're going to automatically start billing you for it after the promotional month runs out.
Yeah, when you activate the free trial. I don't know how to make this any more basic. It's a fairly normal concept. I don't know what else you can really say to it. I think honestly what's just being put on display here is this guy's fucking reading comprehension is very subpar. I know that it's something like the average United States citizen fucking, well, that might not be the case. The average American can't fucking read beyond a 6th grade level, and I think DSP might actually be below the average.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't think I've heard of a bigger scam in my entire life, because how many people are going to pre-order this game, okay? And then
Short
they're
bus
like,
valedictorian,
it's a freebie,
undeniably.
I get something free.
He actually
and then
can't
they get billed
read.
the next month, and they're going to be like, what is this charge? Or how many people won't even notice? How many people will pre-order the game? Oh, I get something for free, right? And then next month, and the next month, and the next month, they're getting billed for
Right?
an online subscription service they're not even aware that they have.
Like his fucking Patreon. That is quite literally why the Patreon is still open to this day. And when people ask about it, he goes, "No, I don't really mention it anymore. Those are just people that really want to support behind the scenes." It's because he's doing the same, what he would consider a scam. Well, the way he does it is actually a scam. But the free trial is somehow less scammy in all reality. I really don't think that he should be discussing this. I think that this draws a lot of attention onto things that he probably should just leave.
I mean, a lot of people might not even jump into
Should've
it
just
right
shut up.
away and maybe want to check it out later, but you're going to get billed for it only a month after. I wonder how much it is. You notice here on this screen, they don't even mention at all how much it costs. So what's going to happen is thousands and thousands of people are going to buy this pre-order. I mean, we're probably talking hundreds of thousands, maybe millions. They're going to get, oh, it's free. Oh, let me get my free. I'm going to get all kinds of freebies. Enter this code. I entered the code. You're screwed. You just...
Okay, but it also says you'll receive a confirmation email with redemption instructions. And probably in those instructions, they're going to ask you to get your card. We read the top part, but I noticed we didn't really talk about this section down here whatsoever. Where it also, it mentions that it's non-transferable and can only be redeemed on the account used to pre-order the game, meaning that it's going to be tied to your account, which would probably have your... Anyway, we'll move on.
Yeah, hooked into a subscription you had no clue you were getting into, and Rockstar is going to bill you for it.
Why look at the fine print if you're not going to finish the fucking paragraphs, man?
And you cancel actively. Oh, for the record, do you really think they're going to make it easy to cancel? Did you ever try to cancel one of these subscription services and see how many hoops they make you go through? You got to go through endless screens. You got to talk to 7 people on the phone. It's not easy. Now, I'm not saying that's exactly what they're going to do, because...
And, dude, I hate... I don't want to sound like I'm defending the complications that they make you to go through in order to fucking cancel subscriptions with a couple of confirmation emails and asking if you want to take a survey on the way out and all that extra bullshit. But you don't have to talk to 7 people. But, everything is a Herculean task for this fucking guy. Literally everything is a task that only the strongest and bravest and most adventurous men could ever undertake. And therefore, even beginning the task is almost not worth it in most aspects.
I don't know, but this is a scam. There's literally, absolutely, positively no reason whatsoever for them to have this bundled with the pre-order of GTA 6. If anything, what should happen is, let's say you pre-order GTA 6, okay? Now, what should happen
50
is,
a pack,
there's
though.
a
Please don't
follow-up
forget, 50 a pack.
where they say, hey, do you want to play GTA Online? Well, guess what? If you actively choose to subscribe to GTA Plus, you're going to get all this content in GTA Online monthly. Also, you'll get access to GTA 5. Maybe you'll get some retro GTA games and other Rockstar content, but you have to click here. It's a separate download. It's a separate thing. They shouldn't be bundling it mandatorily with Grand Theft Auto 6 and the
It's not mandatorily, because you have to fulfill the redemption instructions in order to redeem. It's not like you purchase the game and you're forced upon, they force this free trial on you even. You have to go out of your way to specifically engage with it. Again, this second paragraph is low-key dire. He really needs to learn how to look down, I guess, would be the skill set he's missing here.
Worst part is, again, they're just going to end up billing this right to whatever you paying for GTA 6 with. So you may not even realize you're paying for it right away. That's ridiculous. There is no reason whatsoever for them to be doing this at all. Besides, they want to actually try to be
Yeah, just
deceptive
do
and
not
scam
redeem.
people out
I
of money.
mean,
I'm shocked because, to be honest with you,
and there's
if
even
this is as deceptive as it's
look, there's even a like must be redeemed by date. So like, even if it was forced upon you, if you didn't engage with it and reduce, like, then it would just expire eventually, and you would never have to ever deal with it. It's
themes,
fine.
I think they might be sued. Like, there might be hundreds
Yeah,
of
they're gonna get
thousands, millions
sued.
of people who accidentally
For a free
sign
trial.
up for this subscription not knowing what they're doing, and then they get billed for it. Like, I didn't want to get billed. I never really agreed to this. What is this?
Well, Daniel, it's
So-
not even he needs yellow paint to use the internet. He needs yellow paint to read. Like, you know, the basic skill that you get taught at like a very young, early age.
So I'm curious what's going to happen, right? How many people are going to be in an uproar, or people won't even notice? I don't know. All right. But yeah, I mean, think about it. Most people who buy Grand Theft Auto are not
Right.
hardcore mainstream gamers who follow along this kind of stuff. GTA is going to be arguably the biggest video game of all time. You're going to have casual gamers, hardcore gamers, and every level in between jumping in to buy this game.
He's
They're
still
not gonna
paying
read
for
all the
Nexus
fine
mods. If true, that's crazy because he just refused to install mods for Dark Souls 2 because he's too stupid. So like continuing to pay for that subscription would just be insane. Well, like we're not using it.
They're not going to know that when they say, here's something free, that you're going to have to cancel it or else you're going to get billed for it. No one's going to pay attention to that. And okay, you might say,
But it should cross their mind when they put in the credit card information. Why else would they ask for your credit card?
well, listen, buyer beware.
You know, nobody has ever asked me for my credit card information if they did not intend on in the future taking money from said card. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know that I have ever been in an experience where that was the case.
The consumer has to be careful. If someone gets
Just like a
fooled,
rule of life
it's not
type of
really
deal.
a scam. All right. Okay, fair enough. You have to be in the modern age of 2026. Maybe you have to be ultra protective and really read all the fine print on everything that you do in life because there's so many
Read the
opportunities for
fine
companies to
print.
try to get you with stuff like this. But for me, the way I see it, Rockstar knows what they're doing. They know that their game is going to sell mainstream. They absolutely know that you are going to buy GTA 6. No matter who you are, as long as you play video games, you're getting this game.
Again, this is I don't ever lump me in with these fucking people, dude. Whatever that means to you. I'm not I would never. Come on, man. Everybody.
So they know by doing this, they're going to make tons of extra money. Even if it's 5%, 2% of the player base who accidentally subscribes doesn't realize they're going to get billed, they're still going to make that money. They don't care. There's no reason whatsoever for them to do this at all. This should be, in my opinion,
There's no reason for them to do this at all, he says, as he just explained to you how he thinks they're going to scam you for potentially like $1 billion fucking dollars. Then to say there's no reason at all. Like, how can I believe the narrative and then he immediately tell me that there's no cause?
a completely separate service. This shouldn't even be offered till the game is downloaded, booted, and maybe then when you're in the game, it'll say, hey, just so you know, we offer a service called GTA Plus. If you really like this game and you want subscription content, or maybe you want to play GTA Online, you could do it here. Click here, and then actively say, yes, I want to subscribe. Now,
And you know,
we're giving it to you for free because you pre-ordered.
Knowing that this is a subscription service that has existed before this game does actually help. Thank you for letting me know, because I also didn't know. But the fact that nobody in DSP's chat seems to have told him either, that's odd. You'd think at least one of these big gaming style individuals would have told him that they were familiar with it, and we could have maybe missed this whole segment. They're not doing him a lot of service over there in the Dent chat. Thank you, Magic Cactus, for the 5, saying it's $7 for GTA Plus. You get more value if you play GTA or Rockstar games. Okay, I would. I think that's a tough sell for me personally, but I also don't play those games, and so if it works for you, it works for you.
Everyone
I guess.
just gets it.
Spend your money how you
free
like, bro.
stuff, and the next thing you know, you're getting billed for it. Look,
I've paid for a Nexus Premium for a month or two one time when downloading hundreds of fucking gigabytes of mods. I get sometimes it's worth it.
Can't believe it. I'm shocked. I'm appalled.
I did absolutely cancel my fucking subscription, though. I'm not the guy.
Well, how are they going to bill you? They have your information. You pre-ordered the game. You already gave them your money. You see? You gave them your credit card. You have a default payment on file. How do you think that they're going to bill you for the subscription? How you bought GTA 6 online, regular pre-order. However you paid for your pre-order will be the method. They're just going to bill you for the subscription. It outright says it right there.
Yeah, you already pointed at it.
Says it right there.
His hands fucking cut off too. Like he couldn't even bother to look. He's always looking at himself in OBS, always fixing his hair, always touching his face, but he couldn't bother to look over at OBS and ensure that his fingers were actually on screen so that it looks, good. He's literally pointing at the screen like an old man.
Yeah. I think that's just insane. I
think
how
it's
many
insane.
People, realistically, let's be real here. How many people are going to pre-order the game, get the code, just put the code right into their PlayStation, done. Because they think I'm getting something for free. I'm getting a month of this for free and there's no strings attached. They're not.
Yeah, he does genuinely think that Steam, Microsoft, and Sony are gonna give people's credit card information to GTA Plus upon upon installing the game. That's not how any of that works. It's never worked like that. No game works like that.
There's going to be an ongoing subscription at all. So they're going to be billed ongoing every month, and they're not going to know. I think that's insanely deceptive. 100%. Really. So I'm sorry. And there's people who are trying to be like Rockstar Defense Force in my chat. So you guys like getting ripped off, huh?
Yeah, it's funny you say that. They actually do. This is a unique feature about DSP's chat. Again, one of the reasons he probably should have just walked away from this. Him calling out people for scams is just the pot calling the kettle and draws up way more attention to the things that he does, I think personally. Yes, they do like being scammed. Absolutely.
You do, right? Like, I'm going to give you an example.
Doubling down.
Okay? Several years ago, I was playing a Plants vs. Zombies game on my Twitch stream. So this was many years ago when I actually streamed on Twitch, okay? Someone from EA, I think it was EA, whoever was the publisher of the game, who was a representative, like a PR person, actually came into my chat and they said, hey, since you're playing our game, we want to actually do a drop. We want to drop a whole bunch of codes for a free service. I think it was a EA Plus or whatever it was called, EA Access or whatever. Here's a bunch of codes for free EA Access.
Yeah,
and
free
everyone
trials.
was like, wow, how nice of you
Okay.
to give us this. They gave it to me. They gave it to everyone. There was like...
And you could probably play the game that he was playing with the free trial if you were to activate it. So you could have played the same game with him. So it was kind of timely, and it's like a normal free trial situation
200
type
people
deal.
in my chat, and everyone got these free codes for EA Access, right? It was a scam because when you entered the code, you got the free month, and then they billed you after. Did we?
Yeah, and they had to get your fucking credit card information in the process. You dumb fuck.
Ever input any billing information whatsoever? No. All that happened is you put the information in, and then it auto bills to whatever your default payment is for that service. So I think at that point I was playing on PlayStation 4 or 5. It just auto billed to PSN. Never confirmed. Never was there a prompt. Are you confirming you want to do this? Do you want to pay? Oh, you put the code in. You just got it. You're done. You're screwed. You're hooked.
There's no way it went just like that. He fucking agree. He clicked one of the agree boxes. He didn't read the fucking. You definitely need a confirmation. There's no fucking way that it just defaulted to the PlayStation card and never told him a goddamn thing.
That's what they're doing. That's exactly what Rockstar is doing.
Or he had previously in another game already like activated Origin for some reason and like purchased a game or something through there and it had the card on file already and he forgot. There's no goddamn way.
They are hooking you into this ongoing
Yeah,
subscription.
he mashes through menus all day long. It's like he's a professional. So
and then they're just going to auto bill you. You're not going to actively say, "Oh, bill it to this card." "Oh, yes, please take it from my bank account." They're just going to auto bill you, and they're going to hope that millions of people don't notice and they make extra money on it. That's what they're doing. There's no denying it. That's actually what they're attempting to do because there's no reason for them to actually do it like that. Okay?
thank you, Skirt Cobain, for the 2 saying this guy paid for Switch Online for 2 years. No? Yes. I believe so. That sounds about right. He paid for PlayStation Plus for like 6 months or something too, didn't he? Just recently, and then he like had a fit because they were still charging him, and he forgore.
Someone just said you're preaching to the wrong crowd. We like being scammed. Wow.
Yep.
Okay.
And you notice he doesn't have anything to fucking say either. No retort, no snarky comeback, no dig at anything. Actually, physically stun locked. That the raw truth was right there, and he's actually stuck on it. Can't get around this. Just gonna sit here. And sit here. And sit here.
What am I getting wrong? Can you put in the code and cancel it right away? Well, you don't know because you don't know how you do anything with the service, right?
It would be in the instructions in the email that you would receive.
You'd have to put in the code and see what happens. Does it pop up and prompt you and formally explain everything properly?
It would be in the email reading instructions.
It's available to do. And it says they're going to email you the code, but you don't know. Yeah, exactly. Carliga just said, it doesn't matter that most subscriptions are like that. Rockstar actively chose to do this to scam people. Correct. They chose to use the deceptive practice to make extra money, and they know they're going to be the biggest game, so they know they're going to make the maximum amount of money from ignorant people.
I understand GTA 6 is a big game, and Rockstar is a big publisher and studio, but I hate the, like, reverence that he is speaking on Rockstar with. I have no idea how he can put such a company on such a pedestal like that.
You understand what I'm saying? Maybe we're savvy to it.
He's just such a consumer. My brain doesn't even
when
comprehend.
They dropped all those codes on my Twitch channel many years ago. So I'm savvy to it, and I know if I enter a code, I'm accidentally entering into a subscription that I probably don't want, and I'm getting screwed, and I got to be careful to cancel it or whatever. The vast majority of people who buy GTA 6 are not going to be like us. They're going to be
us.
People.
Big-brained, high IQ individuals like us in the DSP chat. This is the royal us, of course. Jade, obviously Derek, huge IQ, big-brained, always reading the fine print, ultimate reading comprehension.
Who barely play games, but hey, I want to be part of the fad. I want to casually play this game like everyone else will be doing. They're all going to get the free code. They're all going to enter it, and they're all going to be paying for it and not realize it. It's purposefully being done by Rockstar because they know that there will be mass ignorance when this game comes out. And there's absolutely no...
There's gonna be mass ignorance when this game comes out. DSP, what are you trying to say? What are you do? What is the implication of what you're trying to say? Genuine question. What does that mean? Are you speaking on GTA fans? Are they typically like low IQ? Like, what are we talking? Like,
moral justification.
We'll move on positively.
You could say, well, legally it's okay. Sure, maybe. Maybe legally it's fine. Morally it's wrong. Morally it's deceptive. It's messed up. They shouldn't be doing it whatsoever. It should be like, it's completely optional. Maybe if you have the game, you download it.
It is completely optional.
Playing it, then there's a prompt in the menu.
Yes.
Hey, if you so choose, there's a
Put in your
GTA
code.
Plus. It's a subscription service. Actively choose to do it here. Now, here's a code for a freebie. Enter it, get something free.
There will that's why the instructions on how to activate exist, is because you'll probably have to go through a prompt. I'm just throwing that out there. I could be wrong, I guess.
To do.
But
I didn't say they automatically enroll you in it. Never said that. I said what they're going to do is send millions of people a code in the email, and they're going to say, hey, look, it says it's free. I'm getting something for free because I pre-ordered. Cool, it's a pre-order bonus. And they're going to enter the code, not knowing that they're actively signing up for a subscription. They're never going to enter any payment info because it says it's free. Then it's going to auto bill to their default PSN account or Xbox Live account payment method after the first month because they weren't aware that it even existed, and they're going to get charged for it.
So then they're arguing that they're going to auto-enroll you. What are you actually just looping? I'm not saying what I'm saying. I never said they auto-enrolled you. I said that you were going to install the game and you were going to get auto-enrolled, obviously. Yeah, again, his reading comprehension, it's just not on par with where it really needs to be.
Well, Broden says, what do you expect from a multi-billion-dollar company? I expect them to actually respect the customer base that makes them rich.
Well, you're a fucking idiot, dude.
Is that too much to ask? To ask that a company that's about to make billions and billions of dollars on this game, that they actually respect humans and don't try to scam them for additional funds when they're already going to be billions and billions of profits on this game?
This is the same guy who has told you for years that Rockstar is completely money-driven. They only care about shark cards and GTA Online, and that's why they canceled the DLC and they fucking did X, Y, and Z, which there's truth in that. But then wants to go on moving forward into the future thinking and expecting them to respect you and your money and your wallet and your fucking time as a gamer. Which one is it, dude? Because in every experience that he's proclaimed to have had with them and his understanding of the gaming industry at large, he should have fucking learned his lesson by now. How are we still here doing this?
Is it too much to ask that we get treated with like human decency? And they know that maybe these won't be savvy people who are going to be buying the game, and therefore they should actually be like transparent with what they're doing and not trying to be deceptive, which they actively are, in my opinion. I think this is an active attempt to be deceptive. Is that too much to ask in modern era, gaming or even life, that companies just don't want to step on us like bugs and just take everything from us at every waking moment? That at any time they don't want to suck your blood.
Pasta Maker. I'm so sorry. I don't think I read this one. The Pasta Maker came through with the 5 earlier, saying, imagine being so dumb you can't create a reminder on your calendar app or write a reminder on a physical calendar like he used to do for new games. See, I think even needing the physical calendar is crazy in the modern day. I think that he was still doing that for way too long. I think.
Is that too much to ask?
For the
really?
5. I'm sorry that took so long and is now out of context.
Just for 1 second for them to have some fucking humanity and not want to just steal and take and take and take? Holy shit. When did it become a foreign concept that a company doesn't want to harm others? Seriously.
See, and I don't want to sit here and preach the questionable morals and ethics of businesses and how they do and don't apply and how you do and don't enable them with your own purchasing power that may or may not exist in a real capacity. But that's, I guess, the question the DSP is raising.
What the fuck?
Or really should be asking.
I just don't get it. Why can't they be decent? Why?
It's multifaceted, dude.
We ask that they're decent? Really? It's too much to ask. Could they please just not scam me today? Could I have one day where someone doesn't try to scam me?
But then he falls for literally every single scam and upsell while constantly promoting it and encouraging it. This is the same guy that is going to shill YouTube Premium to you non-fucking stop and then shit on them all the time because their fucking encoding is bad, where they're playing and fiddle fucking with the layout and they're not asking the real users of YouTube what they would prefer. He shills for fucking anything and gets upsold on everything. But now he's going to be the one asking to not get fucking scammed? And also, yeah, the irony coming from the guy who is full of scams nonstop all the time and he's always justifying them. You can't give money to DSP without expecting to be scammed in some capacity. The idea that we would even have this stupid flex off bit and you can trigger it sometimes with money, but he has to not only be in the mood, but it also has to be like at a time that's appropriate. So maybe you will, maybe you won't. That's a scam. Anyway, thank you, Sheep Toggle Man, for the 5. Why give Rockstar $100 for a game when you can give a boomer $100 to open card packs that he has no knowledge of and doesn't care about? No scam there. I agree. Why not just throw $100 down the garbage disposal and get nothing for it? I agree. That's basically what you're doing with DSP.
Is it possible? I don't think so. All right, Knock Plumber, enjoy your ban. Dumb fuck.
And
okay.
Dumb fuck. Let me read Knock Plumber then. He says, at DSP Gaming, do you realize you're pissing more people off than entertaining here with your lies and bending of what the post says? Yeah, you fucking idiot. Get banned. Reading comprehension's better than mine. I don't think so. I'm the best reader.
Well, that's what's going on.
Fucking troll.
With the launch of GTA 6. So, here's the deal. It's coming out, apparently. It's not getting delayed again. That's good that it's not getting delayed again. It's got 2 versions. There's no collector's
edition. Is that
edition.
good? Again, we're speaking with a lot of authority as though it has to be a good thing that GTA 6 is coming out.
There's no physical content coming out with it, meaning there's no statue. There's no money bag. There's no hat. There's no car. There's not even a physical disc.
No hat,
it's
no
just
vest.
A box. That's
it's bullshit.
All you can do is buy a box that has nothing in it but a code, or you can pre-order.
Yeah, and if you're gonna do that, and this is what I was saying earlier, make your own physical copy. If you're literally buying a fucking box with a code inside, you might as well just purchase your own case and print off the cover at like go to your Kinko's. Doesn't exist, but go to your local Kinko's and just like DSP used to do with his fight sticks, just put it in there yourself. It's literally cheaper.
Right? $80 base edition, $100 ultimate edition. All the ultimate edition has is a bunch of skins, hair, and cars. That's literally it. Maybe a couple guns. Nothing needed for the game.
Yeah, Staples is probably where you would
They're
go.
essentially going to turn this into a single-player GTA Online where they're going to consistently sell content for the game over and over that isn't essential for the game to be played, but they know that people will probably open their wallets for this game regardless. And
like they do for DSP.
When you pre-order the
Open your
game, they
wallets.
will send you a code that they're going to tell you it's something free. And if you enter it, you're auto-subscribing to GTA Plus, which is a subscription service that if you don't cancel, they're going to auto-bill you by default to your default payment method, either on PlayStation Network or Xbox Live. And it's very, very scammy. In my opinion, they're relying on the ignorance of the common consumer to buy this game and not be aware of this is how
It's
it
just
works
not
and to
true.
make extra money. That's it in a nutshell.
It's just again, a complete misrepresentation of what is actually going to be the experience. And what is that? Like, again, and I don't want to defend fucking these free trials and the way that these businesses operate, because I don't fucking like them either. But it's not what DSP is saying.
So what are your thoughts? Some people love...
What are your thoughts? But that guy that a minute ago said that you were misrepresenting the situation got banned.
Rockstar so much, they absolutely think it's the best thing ever, and they're actually like doing Rockstar Defense Force in my chat. I'm lost.
Rockstar Defense
You can be as
Force.
defensive of them as you want. I'm not going to be there with you. I'm sorry. Like, I think that they're filthy rich. They have milked their customer base with GTA Online for the last decade plus. Okay? They've refused to put out any games that they were supposed to be putting out. They were supposed to put out GTA 5 DLC. Cancel it all to do GTA Online and nickel and dime.
Right, this is what I was saying earlier.
They were supposed to do more Red Dead Redemption 2. Now just release the base game. Red Dead Online. That who cares if it sucks?
But he knows all of this, says all of this, discusses all of these topics, but will still obviously be getting GTA 6. Whether or not he gets the $100 edition, we will see. But he will still do it, and he's still going to give them his money and fork it over while talking shit about them, which will only do a disservice to him, I believe, in the end, because he's just shitting on the game he's going to play. He should be hyping up his audience. He should be telling them this is going to be the greatest thing basically fucking ever, I think. But we're going to shit on the game and the company so that when we see some mediocre aspects in GTA 6, they're going to hit harder and be a bigger drag and get less support. What a good idea. What a good business, man. Thank you, JB10 for the 5, saying he thinks he's being clever by positioning himself as an anti-scamming guru, but all he's proving is that he sees other people as gullible marks. Yeah, he sees them as, honestly, he exists himself. Absolutely. He thinks that everybody is some idiot knucklehead mixmazatron that's going to fall for all of the gimmicks and all of the scams, probably because that's what he thinks of people, and that's been his experience. His fans are idiot knucklehead mixmazatrons.
We're making
undeniably.
money on GTA Online. That's all we care about. We're printing money, so why would we actually put effort into content, right? So now they're finally getting around to putting out a game. Finally, for the first time in over a decade, you know, they're putting out a GTA game. It's about time. We're all excited. Oh, immediate scam. Immediately, you can't get a disc, doesn't exist, no physical discs, no collector's edition, which everyone wants. Oh, by the way, sign up for the subscription that scams you and auto charges you. What? Like, why? Really? It's shocking to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm different than all of you.
Undeniably a goofy goober
I do feel
monarch.
like, you know, I feel like this is a kind of messed up thing that should be.
And I don't mean that
made aware.
in no nice way.
Here we go. Carliga says, I just checked. YouGov poll.
Thank you, Link 1019 for the 2, saying for the business church, person monetized. Thank you so much. That'll help. That'll help go into the 7 figures undeniably. Just let the tradition leave tradition.
Say 42% of people end up paying for a subscription they completely forgot about. 42%. The average monthly spend $273. So let's say, just using the average, 42% of people who buy GTA 6 are going to accidentally pay for GTA Plus. Gee, I wonder why Rockstar's doing it that way.
Because they're gonna scam DSP. Was that the ultimate takeaway? I wonder what Rockstar is gonna get money out of their customers. How dare they? But for me, $50 a pack. Sound good? Sounds good to me. Okay. All right. Okay. So then here is a clip from just yesterday. Very short. We're almost done here, folks. We are getting there. I know a lot of DSP, and he is very obnoxious today, to be honest. But I heard this yesterday. A lot of admission here. I think this speaks a lot to what DSP is.
Jasky says Poketubers are mad and making videos on me. That's too bad.
That's tough.
It's too bad that in life everyone has free will and free choice to do whatever they want with their time and money. It's really too bad that if they don't like me, I feel so horrible. Let me tell you, I cry about it every night. I can't sleep.
You see the smile like creeping just off of his lips there. It genuinely brings him joy, I think, to know that he is actively irritating people all the time. Thank you, EOJJ, for the 2, saying cats into Pokemon and pulled Tyrone BBC hyper rare. Oh shit. Oh my god. Oh my lord.
Every night when I put my neck on my pillow,
thank you, EOJJ, for the 2.
I just think about those Poketubers who are very upset with me, and I just can't get to sleep.
Fucking fake clown laugh, obviously. He even went back for seconds. Did you notice? He took a breath and still came back laughing. It was too funny.
Nothing here says quick note. See, I don't know any of the terminology. He says a box break is when people will chip in. Someone opens a box and the people split the cards. So what you're saying is people pay to buy cards.
By the way, for those of you that don't watch the fucking pre-stream, this is the kind of content you're missing, okay? We're getting the full breakdown dictionary lesson on what these specific terms mean in the community. That community that we simultaneously do not care about and want nothing to do with, and they can go and fuck themselves and sit and spin or whatever.
See, I don't know if I want to do that because I don't want to ship shit. I've been in the business of shipping stuff.
I've been in the business of shipping stuff. You would think this guy worked at fucking FedEx or something. You'd think he had a stint as a United States postalman or something. The business of shipping stuff.
As a YouTuber, it's a fucking nightmare.
Oh, as a YouTuber. Sorry. I guess I had to let him fucking finish. My bad.
I just want to make this
I'll hold that L.
Clear. I've been there, done that. I hated it. okay? Making frequent trips to the shipping place, trying to get stuff shipped, waiting in line to do it, and then fucking mad expensive, doesn't show up.
Wait, dude. Again, every single task is completely impossible for this guy. Go to my local FedEx, pay for shipping. Oh my God, ensure it's in a box correctly. There's people in line. Oh my God. How could anybody ever do this on a regular basis? Again, like a job is completely out of the picture for this guy. Like a real one in the real world where you physically do stuff.
Pain in the ass. I don't want to become a guy who's a card seller. I'm okay with it being content I put out on the internet. I'm okay with doing shows around it. I'm not okay with selling cards. Okay? I'm just not. Like, I don't.
That would be too much work. That's what he's admitting to right here and right now. It would be too much work. It's not worth his time and effort to do that.
I don't want to do that.
He wants the easier route. It's already $50 for a pack of Pokemon cards, dude. I'm not putting in any more effort than that.
I don't know. I don't want it. We'd have to figure out how to make content around it that's not me outright saying, hey, contribute to the stream, and I'll open this, and then if I get a hit, I'm mailing it to you and shit. I don't want to do that.
I don't want to do that. It's too much work.
Much of a pain in the ass.
Almost verbatim. When he says pain in the ass, that is, I would say, an equal translation to work.
Here's my problem with that. I don't control all the factors. And
wow. At least he's being honest that he's a fucking insane control freak. What a thing to admit aloud in such a plain and open and honest way, DSP. I'm almost proud of him to some extent when he has these like these real clear and concise admissions to his true personality, but then it's all immediately lost because of everything he says after.
Too much potential for risk against me when it's not controllable. Like
too much. Wait, I'm sorry. Too much potential risk?
Here's my problem with that. I don't control all the factors, and too much potential for risk against me.
Against him.
When it's not controllable. Like, for example, what's to stop a troll from contributing to a stream?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we got a hit. I mailed them the card. They said they never got it. Now I got to deal with endless bullshit. You know, everyone's saying that Phil is a fucking scammer. They're trying to probably get me for money and shit. Fuck that. It's not.
Oh, it's okay. So it's just pure paranoia then. There's no way ever in the history of I'm going to say it again, the history of humanity, that he could ever put together some sort of confirmation system behind the scenes style that would ensure that this is not the case. He could never do that. It would be completely impossible and also too much work
whatsoever. You know what I mean? It's just not. Live Will, he says those streamers are called rippin' ships.
All right. Yeah, now you know. I wish I had the little star animation or whatever.
See,
that's part of the fun facts you learn on a DSP Raw stream that sometimes doesn't get included in clips, you guys.
How many Pokemon cards can you blend in a blender? There you go. Here's what I'll do. I'll buy $1,000 box of Pokemon cards, and I'll get one of the crazy-ass high-end blenders, and we'll do Will It Blend? And we'll just toss the card by card, and just chop them all the fuck up.
Yeah, that's so
is this
funny.
A $500 card?
This is so good.
Let's see how the Pokemon community reacts to that. You think they'll like it?
And this is just a repeat of what he said in that previous clip where he was talking about, oh, I could set them on fire if I want. I could piss on them. I don't care what they have to say. We're just redoing the same bits about people that we supposedly don't care about.
Very nice.
It's not paused. He's just thinking really, really hard. He's reading.
Well,
okay.
See, here's the thing. I like the video games of Pokemon. I don't know if I really want to learn how to play the card game, to be honest with you. Like, a lot of people keep saying, do you want to play the card game? I don't.
Do you want to DSP? Would you like to actually use the cardboard pieces that you've been collecting and hoarding in your house and spending thousands upon thousands of dollars on? Would you be interested in actually utilizing them in any capacity whatsoever as they were originally intended to be used for?
I don't know if I do. I like the collection aspect of it.
Oh,
but I
okay.
don't
You
know if
like
I
the
wanna
hoarding
play
part.
it.
Oh, gotcha. You want to put them in a bunch of plastic and decorate your house with them like some sort of meaningless freak is how I want to call it. But that is not necessarily specific.
When I was a kid and I was doing card collection, it was all just collecting. There was no card game. It was like I did baseball cards, and then I did.
Yeah, because you were collecting fucking sports memorabilia. You weren't collecting a card game. It's actually a different thing.
Like movie and pop culture cards, and then I did comic book cards. They were just collectible cards. There was no game involved.
Right, you liked collecting shit. I don't necessarily know that that's the best hobby to have, in all honesty. There's cool things to collect and have, and there's really lame things to collect and have. Okay,
it was just the collecting that I
but
really
it does
enjoyed.
fluctuate
I'm
throughout
actually
life.
really enjoying the collection aspect of doing this.
Like if
tonight,
if a kid's got a bunch of Pokemon cards and they're like 9 or whatever, and they display the cool ones that they like or whatever, that's fine. At his age, not so much.
I might resort some.
Yeah, that's
binder,
called hoarding.
This one's kind of messy now. Maybe I could sort it out during this way, and that way I know if I have a full set. And I'm thinking of getting a deck box. You know how you get those boxes where you can put the full sets in there?
We absolutely need more containers.
It's not like you could get ones with drawers, but you can get them with...
It's going to be like a Russian nesting doll of fucking Pokemon cards in that closet next year, team. Just... It's going to be like binder inside of a collector deck, and then we got the collector's tins or whatever the fuck we were talking about a week ago.
Just like slots, and you could put sort of separate by different sets and stuff.
Oh yeah, we need to separate more.
Mega
obviously,
Evolution,
spread them out
Chaos
wider.
Rising, Phantasmal Flames, Surging Sparks. Is that all I have? Those 4? I'm losing track.
He's literally losing track of the fucking garbage he's wasting his money on. That's the current state of DSP's existence. He's buying so much paper and fucking plastic, he's drowning in it and he can't fucking remember any of it.
I'm losing track of all the ones that I've done.
It's so meaningless.
It's like I want to start sorting them out nicely to see what I actually have.
Well, it's meaningless because we haven't sorted them, obviously. That's what I meant.
did a $2 super chat.
I wasn't being negative.
Flex of the day, shall we?
Yep. 5 feet closer to the camera than his face.
Yeah.
Literally in front of his body. Actually in front. I've never actually done that position. And now that I'm doing it, that's awful. It's not even that's not even comfortable. All right, we're moving on. It's not even comfortable to do.
Thank you, Soul at 2 a.m. for $2, and he says, "Have you seen the Razor Kitsune Ryu edition?" No, I have no idea what that is. Should I search it? Let's see what
we're gonna go look at some. Hang on, guys. We gotta go look at more peripherals for our games that we totally love and enjoy. What can we purchase?
Razor Kitsune Ryu edition 3 hours ago. Awaken your inner world warrior, introducing the Razor Kitsune Ryu edition. Ryu takes the stage. So basically, it's a leverless controller, all buttons, with a nice Ryu.
This is what I was saying earlier. Like he's got the highlight on his he's got the highlighter extension. So when he was reading that article earlier, he could highlight it red instead of yellow. I fucking guess, or just leaving it blue. Who cares? But he can't even pull up the actual website for the thing he's literally looking at and is currently the topic of discussion.
Artwork on the.
We stopped the discussion about everything else so that we could look at this. And he doesn't even have it on the screen.
Front, and there's like a signature. I don't know what the hell the signature is.
He's gonna explain it to you like you're fucking super blind man.
Striking black and white design. Here, I'll show you. I don't know why I'm doing it for myself and not showing you.
Oh, now he gets it.
It's a leverless joystick, and quite frankly, like I said, I don't think I would. Oh, it has the RGBs, of course. Of course it does, right? I don't think I
He's
would
the
get
biggest
it. Why?
RGB
'Cause it's
fan. The scoff at the RGBs, and then you look at his fucking set that he fought tooth and nail about for how many goddamn months about the RGBs and getting everything connected, and people saying that it was fucking pointless, it didn't matter, and he got ass hurt about it. You look at his set, and then he scoffs at the RGBs on this leverless coming out. Dude.
Leverless, and I'd have to learn how to use it. And quite frankly, I don't think I play enough fighting games to learn how to use the leverless. I do feel like leverless is the future, and more people are going to use.
Yeah, leverless is the
all-button
future.
controllers, and are going to get.
You
better at
choose
fighting
now,
games
old
because of
man.
it. I actually believe that now. Like now, I'm thinking in my head, if I actually learned how to do an actual leverless controller, I could do more. You could easily do 360s. Like right now, the problem doing a 360 is you have to do this big motion. It makes the guy jump. But if you just go, bloop, you're going to get a 360 instantly.
Right. And that was the same fucking thing that they had told him for how many years? How many years did people tell DSP that? And he fought about, I'm just so used to the stick, guys. I couldn't possibly do that. When he was actually playing fighting games. But now, towards the twilight years of his gaming content or whatever, it's too late. You guys don't care. I don't have enough time. I don't play enough fighting games.
And you can do charge partitioning and shit. I think it's the future. To be honest with you, I think all button controllers actually are the future now. But
They're the future.
I'm not invested enough in fighting games to really.
You guys are
care,
worried about
you know what I'm
electric
saying?
cars or whatever. You
I just
should
don't
be
think
thinking
it's worth
about
the money or the time. I don't
button-only
think the investment is
controllers.
going to be there for me. Thank you, Soul at 2 a.m. And then Robert Dink did a $2.
Also, yeah, it really could just WASD at that point, I
super
guess.
chat.
Huh?
You can fill a master set binder for a stream. What is a master set binder?
What is a master set binder? Let me look into this.
Does anyone know what a master set
Is
binder
this another
'Cause here's the
binder I
thing,
can purchase?
I'm thinking about Pokemon cards, right? And I'm like,
The SP is very quickly going to have more binders than Rest, and you guys are going to be in disbelief when they get splayed out in front of you.
what would be considered the set? Because in a Pokemon card set, there's the standard versions of the card, there's the reverse holo version of the card, then you have the 2-star black cards that are the EX or Mega EX cards that are for playing the game, but they're very rare, but they're not worth anything, but they're very rare. I don't know if that's considered part of the set. And then I don't think that...
I couldn't imagine learning all of this information. Even, like, it's weird to already not learn it firsthand, but secondhand through the chat, to learn all of this information, and then to not even want to play the game, like, just for the collection sake of collecting.
The illustration rare or special illustration rare or hyper rare cards would be considered part of the standard set, but they are part of the overall set, right? Is that the master set? So what's the difference here?
He is actually paused because the clip is ending. Sorry, I thought he was reading. I had to look down and see that the time stopped. And with that, with all of that discussion about all of the shit that we love to purchase and how it's too much work to mail stuff, and Rockstar is a massive scammer, of course, and you guys don't support the variety content, to do a recap, that's the stream. So thank you all so much for being here and spending about 3 hours with me on your Saturday style morning into afternoon. I really appreciate all of your time. Until I see you next time, which should be next Saturday at 10 a.m. like normal. Please stay safe and